Damn it. When this thing goes live, a little box pops up on Zoom now. It tells you you are now live. Do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to leave this meeting? Or X? Two of the above. Fucking exit out of this damn thing. One of them will let you stay. Take 3. Cheers, everybody. If you've got the notification this time around, cheers, CJ Apple. Third time, man. 3 times in a row. Firsties. Cheers to you, my friend. Let me get this chat pop out. Lined up. Little tool in the background. It'll just need special branch. Automation is freedom. Cheers to you guys. Jeez, let's get this chat live. John, it is 2:07. How you guys doing this evening? Brought back around so I can see what the fuck I'm doing here. Is nothing working out for me? No. Justice Nick, what's up, old smoke? Green 13. James C. Weaver in the house. Robert, Mr. Green, motherfucking fingers, Thomas. How you guys doing? What are you smoking on? To the pot. Is it just because it is the pot that makes it so good? It is good too, though. Don't want to hear it again, though. What the fuck, YouTube? What the fuck, YouTube? 420 down under, right on it is. Well, let's cheers. Dab time for you guys. Oh, let's see here. I do have something to dab and time to dab with you. Hopefully, you guys have something ready. Cheers. SoCal in the house. I've got my torch, got my dab straw, and I've got some Pedroli grown sangria. Always good. Always good. Watch the torch my work. T. Barrington in the house. Thank you, T. Barrington. Of course. Come on, baby. I want to dab with these guys. I don't think it's going to happen. He's out, to be honest with you. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, baby. Stony Creek, what's up? Yeah, Denver, you are just in time for a fat dab. What are you guys dabbing on? What are you guys smoking on? How was your day? All that good shots. Red pill. What is up? Cheers, cheers, cheers. We're ready to go in here. Ooh, that was good. I like it. You can like play the little flute part while you're dabbing. Ah, tasty though. Ooh. I don't dab that much anymore, but man, when I do, it's good. It's good. Cheers, Sister Golden Hair. James Chrysler, what is up to you, my friend? Just dabbing on a little bit of. Wouldn't want to cut this off. Green fingers lets us part as much as I do. The Pagrolia thing is delicious. Delicious. Let's fade out. Let's fade out that too. Well, since we got this one up and going, let's listen to a little Tears of Harmony so I don't get in trouble. I'll just almost set that right on the edge of the table for it to just go off and break. Why not? I just like to break things. Yes. Blue Ultras is in the house. Cheers. Cheers to you all the way around the world. Gotcha. Trail. Today's been a weird day for me. Started tearing down, dismantling parts of my grow. It is what it is. On to bigger and better things. Thought I could come back for show purposes and tough it out for the grow and for the show. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So, divide things right into kind of ironic, but yet appropriate. Gonna divide it right into
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing this morning, this evening?
Good. It's this morning. It's this evening. Just sorting it back. There we go. That's better. You all right, brother? You looking after yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
I was up early, so I thought I'd jump in.
Firsties in the hole.
What's that?
I said you're first in the hole tonight.
Yeah, I can't remember when that last happened.
Yeah.
I know you don't like sitting here on your own, so.
Yeah.
I've been and done my early morning dab, which I think you have. So.
Yeah, I actually had time to dab and had dab ready. Like I was saying, I don't dab a whole lot lately, but
No.
seemed appropriate.
What is that, dude?
That is for Groli's sangria. I gave him some seeds, just like I did everybody else, and he grew it out full circle. I happened to run into him. And, he's like, "Hey man, I got some of that sangria from what you gave the seeds you gave me." So man, delicious. This is
That is so cool, though, dude. That is cool, though. Yeah, just grow this and turn it into extract for me. Give us a bit when you see me.
Man, I tell you what, I almost feel guilty sometimes running into Broly anymore because every time I run into Broly, he's got something for me. Here you go. One Christmas, I shit you not, he gave me, it had to have been, I don't even want to say it. I'm not even going to say it. It was, it was the night I ran into Smiley for the first time. Beautiful City, Christmas Eve. It was right around Christmas. It was a Christmas party. And I had met Smiley and CJ Apple for the first time. Both great people, man. So very, very proud to have met both of them that night. They've been nothing but good assets in my life ever since.
Yeah,
and
man.
Then Fagroli was like right across from where we were sitting. And then the next thing you know, a little while later, he comes up and he hands me a heavy sack. It was like one of everything he had in the house that night as a Christmas gift. You know, one of like every flavor he had. And I was like, well, that's a fucking hookup. You know what I mean?
What a beautiful thing. It must be a big outdoor harvest or something, is it?
don't know. I don't know. That
Nah.
was a while ago.
Yeah.
He's usually got just a lot of flavors on hand. He does extracts for other people, too, not just
Right.
what he started. So cheers to Green Fingers and Mr. Smiley, who's penciled the bill.
What up, man? How you doing?
What up?
Cheers.
Bringing up chat.
Cheers to everybody in chat. I've been messing with you myself. Having a good conversation with Mr. Green 13.
So did you chuckle when you woke up and you found 8.5 hours of streaming?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's for sure.
That was funny. We were like the kids. Well, yeah, we drove your truck, man. We used your guns.
That
We
is
fucking
the
smoked your
perfect
weed.
I told somebody I was going to label that episode the Joyride episode because what I pictured in my head, it's funny because you said that because the visualization, the meme I had in my head was like the fuckers in Ferris Bueller's Day Off when the two guys from the parking attendants take that car for a ride. Have you ever seen that movie? And when they jump it over the tracks and they're like, that's kind of the part that I see
I could
in my
even
head.
I could even hum the theme music. Yeah, have I seen that movie like hundreds of times? Take that Ferrari for a rip out of the car park.
That is exactly what was playing in my head when I noticed it was still going on.
But what a joy to have Chris in here, and like, yeah, it was just that made it, a proper little breakout session. It was nice. It was all lunchtime, and yeah,
It's lunchtime. I was laughing because I handed it off to Red Pill. I was seriously, I don't know if anybody read my comment, but that was my thought. Is
I
like,
did.
oh shit, what did I just do? What did I just do?
I remember.
But the thing is, Smiley, Red Pill was hilarious as well. There he is. Every time someone came in, he was like, "I'm the leader. I'm the controller."
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't
dude,
that
we
bad.
know.
Laying the
It was
law
not
down,
that.
letting everybody know who's
became
the
the-
big cock in town.
Yeah,
He
exactly. I got
became
the
the
buns.
czar.
Baby boy.
He was the czar of the fucking day.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Want some more pizza? You always want pizza, don't you, Dash? I woke you up, didn't I? I'm a bastard.
I like pizza
Yeah.
sometimes.
So, am I green 31?
No,
Right. It shows backwards to me.
yeah, you're green backwards 3 and backwards 1. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
yeah. No, that's right.
It reads right on my screen. So
Yeah, it reads right on mine. Let me check on the.
That's pretty weird then. It just flips it on my screen for some reason.
yeah, it's something to do with your camera. On your
Right.
or
Yeah, tablet.
Yeah.
So have you guys got an event coming up?
Yeah, this weekend.
Oh man, I am jealous, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't have any more going on?
I think the last one was this weekend, just gone, and I didn't even know about it, but probably it was a little while away. But yeah, I'm a bit hooked on that idea of that now. Now I've had a few. It's like, yeah.
Well, they call
what I
this
wanna
one
do.
Croptoberfest, and then they schedule it at a time when everybody's trying to get their fucking crops down, and it's like, what the hell? When you wait a month and everybody's got their shit done.
When you should be in your backyard with a shotgun or a crossbow.
It's for
Yeah, they
indoor
wanna throw the
people,
party
dude.
then. Sorry, go ahead.
It's for indoor people, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Unless you
And all year is Croptober when you're inside.
yeah, unless you had a variety you were pulling into September or some shit. But
It's to get him in the spirit.
get it in the spirit.
I'm sure they think that there's much more consumption than farming.
Yeah. It's all just
scarecrow. No?
scarecrow. What are you talking about?
Yeah, at the festival, a giant scarecrow made of cannabis.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dropped over.
Oh, that would be dope.
So are you all going?
I'm planning on it, yeah. Sunday probably. I don't know. It's supposed to rain. The place turns into a mud pit if it does. The one time they had a heavy rain, they were fucking people stuck in the parking lots and shit. Like they had tow trucks pulling people out. Like bunch of people burning up their transmissions, trying to get out themselves.
Yeah, I know them ones. Yeah. It's October, isn't it? It's mucky.
Yeah, man. It was a beautiful day today, though. But, we've had quite a bit of rain. Well, my shit started to get molding up, so time to go.
We had a pretty average summer, but it's been so nothing since then. Like everything's just been reasonable. Like not really any rain. It would have been a good year, really, but just no strong weather. But just pretty. But in this difficult period, it hasn't been like too bad. I mean, there's a lot of fungus, having said that, but yeah, we haven't had a lot of rain, and it hasn't been particularly cold.
We've had like 5 inches of rain in the last week.
Right.
Up here.
Yeah, it's cold. That's pretty bad.
We could use some of it up here too.
You need some water?
Yeah. We didn't have a heavy rain here up here, nor a heavy snow last year. But yeah, I think we could use it up here.
Yeah, because that was after we got all these days of rain and whatever. It was like, I don't know, the minute they dried out, they were kind of showing some signs. I found one spot where the botrytis was starting, and like the leaves, like the fan leaves, are showing the white kind of weird spots, like the powdery mildew was starting. Like,
Fuck.
yeah.
They're just waiting because it's cold as well, man.
But there's
What's
one
up,
plant
Chris?
out there- There's one plant out there that had them girls leaning on her, and you know they were taller and kind of leaned over on her. The ones that were getting the mold, and this one, fuck, she don't give a fuck, man. She's like not moldy at all, like rocking and rolling still.
Are you shaking them off or anything?
No,
Nah.
no.
Well, they say that shaking it actually kind of encourages it to go into the buds instead of kind of just, you know,
I was about to
burn
say
off.
that. I'm not a fan of it. I think you open them up when you shake them a bit, but
Hair dryer.
yeah.
Leaf blower. I don't know. I mean, as far as that thing goes, shaking them, but I use that fucking atomizer sprayer or whatever, the Hansen one. It's like a dang leaf blower. You know what I mean? And it's mixing the misty water in it. So like, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
That would be a problem too, or whatever. I'm not hosing it on buds though either. So that's the other side of that, I guess.
Definitely was the year of botrytis.
Yeah, it's been bad, man. Even agricultural farmers I've heard are like, "Holy shit, never fucking seen it like this."
Oh yeah, fuck. Not
Yeah, we
not too
got like
much.
5 times as much water as we usually get rain wise. I think Michigan was similar to us too.
We just got it all in this 1 week.
I thought America was on fire.
That's out west. It's like in California, they're like borderline of state still. You know. It's up in the air. I don't know.
Half Mexico and half Oregon. It's like Oregon and Mexico. Once you get to north, to or central, to Mexico, then Oregon. So doesn't
But
exist
right now
anymore.
it's in Santa Barbara, so that's when shit really gets real because now all of a sudden it's like the rich people are affected because the average house in Santa Barbara is like $20 million.
Oh wow.
So they're all like, "Oh fuck." But yeah, they
Well,
don't
they'll
give it
just
until it
they'll just
hits a
sort it
rich
out now.
neighborhood.
Oh right, fires. Okay, deal with them. Bosh, done.
Oh no, these guys have private firefighters and shit. Like, yeah, up in Santa Barbara, they all hire their own freaking fire teams to try to combat to save their properties and shit. These guys have ridiculous amount of money. That's why the Santa Barbara fire, it's gonna have so much resources thrown at it that it won't like spread like the other fires. They'll put that one out.
Yeah, money talks.
Yeah, because they can afford to get extra aircraft in there to be basically, dumping water on it, hire private, fire trucks. There's a lot of people for hire in California. A lot of fire teams that are for hire. Oh, are you one of them, Green Fingers?
Get rain.
Oh, I thought you were
No,
saying.
but I used to help with the volunteer work. We didn't have much to do out here. That's why. So
Yeah,
like
so
the
you've seen
volunteer
all the
work out here
private
is just
crews out there, right?
yeah, just like
Yeah.
the volunteer work alone is like fucking outrageous because the volunteer work you didn't get paid for, but there was people that did get paid, like all the bosses and shit. Like they were like,
Oh yeah, it's a fucking
yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. I would help with the hoses, and I was go like make sure like they didn't have no like we'd wash
I
their shit
also
for them
help with the
sometimes.
hoses.
Yeah, that's where I took my shirt off, my boats and hose. Fucking
Oh,
crazy.
you guys love helping with the hoses, don't you?
Hmm.
Yep, that's just right.
That's the Canadian show where they got all them hosers.
All the hoses.
Take off, you hoser.
Yeah. All the hosers are up there, don't you know?
Don't you know? Eh?
Yeah, Texas.
That's a heck of a name to call somebody the hoser. I wonder how that came about. There's got to be a story to that one. Where
It has to do with like hockey.
Strange Brew, the movie?
I don't know. Is it from a movie?
Yeah, Strange Brew.
Okay.
Never saw Strange Brew?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
Doug,
Take off, you hoser. It was what's his name?
Rick and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah, exactly. Rick and Doug. Yeah, Eagle knows. That was like one of the greatest movies of the '70s.
Oh,
Doesn't
I was
know.
born in the late 70s, so
I was born in the '80s, so yeah,
90s.
child.
Any 2000sers? Huh?
you were born in the
I can't
90s.
remember. You don't believe you don't remember
90s.
the Christmas song, the 12 Beers of Christmas, McKenzie Brothers. Used to play it on like all the like morning radio shows.
Sounds familiar. I don't know. I'd have to hear it maybe.
I'd get copyrights if I did play it.
I'll have to look it up. Somebody's got to rip it. Somebody's got to rip a fart now instead of the crickets.
And fart sound.
So who's the youngest weed nerd worlder? Is it Red Pill?
Red Pill.
Yeah.
Oh, tonight it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No, I think you're bringing
that
up the
was
rear
mine.
most nights there.
Yeah. Goddamn hoser.
Where's the term wanker come from? What's that one stand?
Don't know. That's just like
It's just
I've never known it. I've never known it not to exist. So I don't think it's from pop culture. Wank. Why is that the word to describe it?
I don't know.
That's a great one though. It works when you can't cuss.
That's when you wanker it.
If you're a wanker, it's like, what the hell? Like fucking. It's like not like in like how Green 13 like would be like more insulting like with his accent and everything. Like
that makes it more coarse.
Yeah, we make it sound funny. It's like you're a fucking wanker. Like what the fuck? It's not insulting at all, but yeah, with his whole accent, still be like bloody wanker. It's like oh.
It sounds like cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
It means no matter what language, we're gonna come up with a fucking name to call you guys. Yeah, wanker's a jerk, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Green
13's the host now.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah? Why?
It's your turn to talk the shit.
It's off the rails.
Okay. I'm not even going to let Eagle back in.
It's the European edition of the Weed Nerd World.
I found out the other night that there's no way of stopping Eagle from coming back in. I figured that out 2 minutes before 11:20.
Is that how the stream ended?
Oh yeah. I was just trying to make it to the 11:20.
That's funny.
Because you were right in the middle. You were right in the middle. You were right in the middle of saying something I was listening to.
Yep. Oops. We couldn't stop the stream. There was like 60-something people in there, and everybody was having a good time.
Yeah.
And nothing was. I mean, shit. I've heard the shit you guys talk about sometimes. It was pretty tame. I bet you that didn't even get flagged that night.
Mm-hmm.
It got 800 something views already.
That was awesome.
It got a lot of views already though, like for some reason. A shitload of them.
Well, we actually talked about growing. I said it was the liberal takeover, but we didn't talk about politics or any of this bullshit. All we talked about was fucking what unites us, not what divides us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You start talking about what divides you, and then you're just being negative.
Yeah, it was a great session.
Keep your head on straight, though, Chris. Otherwise, it's up to us to educate everybody in the planet. So.
Yeah, but you're not reaching the other side. So why do you do it?
I don't. That's
no, you're not. Just like I'm not reaching you. So that's why I just keep my mouth shut. Because I know it's not worth it. It's just dividing.
Yeah.
Are we doing it right now?
No.
Let's talk about the plant.
Coffee and chronic.
I got up especially early. Oh, shit. The thing just asked me a question and I wasn't even looking at the screen. Now the question's gone away.
You want to admit Eagle Gardens?
How'd you do it? How'd you do it?
You click the admit button. It's like a blue square. It should be. It says admit.
No, I haven't got that.
You want to go to participation, and you want to go to red pill, and then you want to
And then put him as a
make
host.
co-host. Yeah.
He loves the power.
He's
Oh,
power
I
hungry
do.
already.
Oh yeah.
Concentrates and power. Just concentrates and power. More concentrates, more power.
Mm-hmm. Speaking about that, I'm going in on that.
Let's go, Brandon.
What the hell were we talking about? Something
Let's
that
go.
wasn't
Let's go
about
Brandon.
hosting. Anyway, you're co-host now.
Okay.
Yeah, we all read that.
I should, yeah.
I do gotta go to sleep early tonight too. I can't even be playing around like that.
Gone are the days where I should be hosting anything.
Yeah, how was your
I always say I got to go to bed early. I've been trying to be good about being in bed at normal hours, but it's so hard.
Well, I gotta go to a costume shop and look for a pimp suit, apparently, if I want to participate in a Halloween episode. I don't have to dress like a pimp. That's not the requirement. That's
I thought you
what
were
I
coming
chose
to this weekend's event.
this year. What's that?
I thought you were rolling up to this weekend's event as the pimp.
Oh, should I? I guess if I might as well get my money's worth. If I gotta rent some fucking bougie ass costume.
Rent nothing. Just go to the wardrobe and get your regular pimp suit. What the hell?
And
Don't
walk
lie.
out the door.
Go to the Goodwill and find an old suit.
All I really need is just a fuzzy hat with a feather in it. You guys never see me from the bottom down, so
You need a fucking big old cannabis cane too.
okay. I gotta hit up Mendo Dope. Maybe they got some hemp stock cane. You know, a piece of the fucking mic stand. I don't know.
What happened to you, Eagle?
Internet shit. Internet just fucking with me again tonight. Same old story.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna torch up.
I'm not supposed to say yes, sir, am I? What the hell? Don't call me sir. My father was sir.
Mister. There's no volume. Oh, nobody's talking. Never mind. Oh,
Let's talk about something. Red Pill, you were supposed to have questions.
oh yeah, I was too fuck. Oh, I was supposed to have answers.
Wait, the questions. Wait, did I have questions? I thought we did that with the mycelial fusarium web. Remember, you talked me out of it. You're like, dude, don't scrape the fusarium off the fucking top of the soil. It's bad.
Yeah, and reproduce it and spread it.
Yeah, and give it to everyone as a little gift. Here you go. Here's some fusarium. Put it on your plant.
Here's my IMO.
Yeah. It's what would that be? WHN, Wisconsin Herbal Nutrients. One of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just got sent 32 ounces of mycorrhizae. Big chubby tub full of it.
What kind? Like the granule kind of stuff, or
Yeah,
liquid? Granule, yeah.
yeah. Oh, does it come in a liquid? What, for a top dress? For a fertigation?
I think it's better in those, but I'm not really sure. But I mean, I've got a couple bottled mycorrhiza products too, but most of the stuff I've got has always been granular. Because it's spores, right? I mean, it's a little different. I mean, you're not bacteria you want in a bottle. Spores can be dry, right?
That's how I looked at it. I think it's spores on a carrier would be my guess. Or is it just spores? I don't know. But
there's some trichoderma, like what is Recharge has the trichoderma, and it's got a bunch of different shit in it too. But
They usually put them on a clay carrier or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually, what's the fucking diatomaceous earth? Maybe is what BioWar puts theirs on. It's like a
Really?
like
Oh,
a
no
white.
shit.
It's like a white powder. And maybe I'm saying that wrong.
Because
It's not
DT,
really.
once it gets wet, is useless as far as for IPM. I mean, it still has some silica benefits and stuff like
Right,
that.
but it's just carrying the biology. So like
Yep.
once the biology is in the water, it doesn't matter, right? Like that's I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I only bought it the one time. I wanted to check it out. But I didn't
Don't
like
buy
it.
any of that stuff. Well, I know you don't buy anything, but like for the average person out there, like Dynamoco is a free sample. They give you a huge thing. There's like everybody's got free samples of that shit, and you don't need much. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thrifty. I like to just chase people down for samples.
Watch Smiley's garden tour a bit more closely.
Yeah, the samples don't quite go on.
Yeah, I don't have an Eagle Grow. But Dynamoco, they sent me 2 bags. They were like 2 4-ounce bags. They're
Yeah, you're right though, Chris. They do go a while, man.
I just now realized I had my camera faced around. Whoops.
Hit up
I'm
your
gonna have to do another dab. Fuck it.
Yeah, hit up the local grocery store during an event. You'll get all kinds of fucking freebie shit.
right. That's the best, especially if you're out in Michigan, because like I know that Nectar for the Gods does the full packs, the full sample packs. They bring to every one of those. That's like $150 value for free.
Yeah. And anybody thinking about it too, man. I think they still do that, don't they, Chris? Where you can
Oh hell yeah, they'll still ship it
request
to you.
and you just got to pay the shipping. And they'll
Yeah,
ship it
shipping's
out
so
to you.
expensive now. So it's 32 pounds for that pack. That's the weight of that
Cost
pack.
me like $25 if I remember right.
Now it's 50.
Really.
It's like double. Yeah.
So I mean, if for $50, dude, that's a
Still worth it, right?
Like that's a full run. Like it,
Yeah. But it's certainly if you're at a fair or you're somewhere in Michigan and going to a promotion. I mean, those sample packs are at all the Michigan grow stores have those Nectar for the Gods sample packs. So, and if they don't, just if you email or call Scott and Bob, they will make sure that let them know the address of the place where they didn't have them, and they will ship more out to them so that you can get it next time you go there. They'll put it aside for you too. They'll basically put your name on it because you were the one that basically called Scott to get more shipped to the store. They'll make sure that you get one of those. They reserve it for you. So it's, kind of cool. It works out well. They've always been good like that.
Yeah, Scott's a cool guy, man. He actually has come out to our store a couple times with
He's the best. He's got bomb ass weed too.
Yeah. He knows his shit for sure.
He's always got pig farmer shit on him.
The nectar stuff works, man. It's like I don't know. I mean, it's just like anything else. It's a matter of dialing it in. It's just,
I mean, if you want to push your plants, you could do the living soil, and I think that's fine. But I don't think you got to gas pedal as much. But once you start to add nectar to that, now you're taking the organic.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
growing
Hercules on a fucking living soil necessarily. But I don't know, not in like real heavy amounts where you get that fucking cake across the top and shit.
So it does gum up pretty bad, but there's no ill effects to the plant. But you do have to maintain it, like rake it and use SLF. So basically, you need Bacillus thuringiensis israelis so BTI basically will eat the calcium, and it will store the calcium, and that's how it kills the fungus gnats, is because what it does is the BTI eats and makes them into crystals that actually kill all the soft-bodied insects in the soil. So they will take that calcium. They need that calcium that's in Herculean Harvest. They need that to convert that into the crystals that will kill all the soft-bodied insects, all the worms and shit.
They need calcium, but there's a real important balance when your plant's transitioning too, though, of that calcium.
So the Mulder's chart doesn't really relate. So they're fun. So they're moving away from that now. There are ways. So calcium is not as dependent as you once thought with the potassium in the Mulder's chart. Calcium is an exception because it's the mother nutrient. It's like it is a very large chemical. It's a very large molecule that brings a lot of other things into the plant. It doesn't come by itself. So, so they're finding now that you can't really overdo it. Not, I mean, you can if you use calcium nitrate with Mulder's chart, because now you're force feeding your plant. But if you're using calcium phosphate, you're not force feeding anything. It just won't take it out of the soil, and then the BTI will just keep using it. But you won't have any negative effect whatsoever in the plant.
Is SLF organic?
Oh yeah, you can drink the shit.
Ugh, really?
SLF is submerged liquid fermentation. They do a whole plant liquid fermentation. Is basically what you're doing, what you're buying.
Oh, that looks beautiful, green fingers. Cozy up to the fire.
You use that, Smiley?
I have. I don't know. It's not like something I see as necessary, I guess, but I don't know.
No. Do you use Mycos?
Have I don't necessarily see it as necessary anymore.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. I think your soil should probably be creating it quite quickly.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I just some of that stuff I think is a lot of propaganda. So like, there are benefits, and yeah, there's studies that show it, yeah. But whether you have this bag and you take a scoop and you've inoculated your pot and actually had it do what it said it's gonna do, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. How did it go? Oh, I'm not sure. It was kind of already rocking. It's really difficult.
Yeah, and honestly, I guess I still subscribe up to like Elaine Ingham's camp and the soil food web and like really achieving nutrient cycling and through the functioning of that soil food web's the best way. So doing things to increase that diversity there is your best bet, I think, still. So
Yeah. Run Boy's bringing it up in chat. Like, I believe that you can definitely push a plant organically with Nectar for the Gods.
I don't believe you can push a plant through. I think you lose something every time you do. You can push a yield and do different tricks and things, but I think you lose on other things. I don't think it's a all in all, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like I don't know, not to be a jerk or nothing, but like somebody that's like super tall typically kind of appears to move like they move slower, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like everything kind of is in proportion or whatever.
I think you'll find that 99% of the people that are building living soils aren't building that great of a soil. I mean, Smiley, come on. How many times have you built a soil and been like, oh, fuck, what did I forget? What are my ratios off? How do I correct this? How do I do that? You know what I mean? Whereas if you add a bottle of the nectar bottles, like you won't get any deficiencies. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know. It definitely,
You had Bloom Chaos and you ain't prepping for it, you sure as fuck will get deficiencies with nectar.
well, I mean, that's what it's made for. And there you go, back to the calcium. So now Bloom Chaos, what is it? It's an adjuvant that increases the calcium uptake of a plant even further. So it's devised to actually triple calcium uptake of the plant. So now you really need more Herculean in the soil once you start using that shit. And as long as you do, then you will not receive any deficiencies. I mean, nothing will happen, you know. I love that chaos shit, but you're definitely gonna be ready for it.
Yeah. I kind of disagree though. There's that fine balance, man. When you're going through flower, there's definitely a balance of that ratio from potassium to calcium, calcium to
Yeah,
magnesium.
but Nectar for the Gods wins tourneys and Living Soils, not so much. I don't know. I mean, around here, like Nectar keeps winning. It keeps winning out there. I mean, you
Is that a
know,
true story? What you just said?
absolutely.
Living soil, not so much.
Smiley's, you
Really?
came in second out there in the Michigan. What won first? Nectar for the Gods, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
At the Bros Grow one.
Yeah, baby. It beats you every time, brother. Sorry.
I've only entered one. I've only
You can
entered
disagree
one.
all you want, but you know, when the taste panel says, no, this is the best, then, well, maybe we should revisit it.
Yes.
Or at least keep open the possibility that maybe it does work. Maybe there is something magic in that bottle. It's the fucking crystals in those bottles, baby. He puts all this love in there. He's like, you know, Scotty's over there fucking putting a little love in every bottle just for you. Saying, I love you, Smiley, and I hope that your garden does wonderful things.
Who's Scotty?
I have no idea what he's fucking talking about.
This garden does do lovely things. Jeez. Why smiling?
Oh, hell yeah. Smiley's got a beautiful garden.
I don't know. Just smart ass shit keeps running through my head to say, so I'm not gonna say it.
It's too late anyway. There's been too much of a gap.
I'm loving it because it's, you know, it's usually me doing that to Smiley, but it's different for a change.
Run, boys, going right to politics right away. How about we stop the politics? Who gives a shit about Scott's politics, okay? He doesn't talk about it ever. So it's not really relative. Peace. Love.
See?
Buy more
Living soil.
This is
peace and love and buy more nectar.
Yeah, and keep my kids in prep school.
No, that nectar definitely works, man. There's definitely it's like anything, dialing it in. So that's rocking for you. Kick it up.
I
The
want to
things all
know.
that.
Most of the nectar people I know, it's almost a cult. The nectar of the gods is almost like a cult with the girls.
Yeah,
What
it
is
is
it?
because it
Organic
results.
organic bottles,
I mean,
yeah?
yeah.
Huh?
Organic bottles, is it?
It's pricey organic.
Right, okay. I
Fucking
don't think we have it
yuppie
here.
bottles.
But those who use it swear by it. That's what I'm saying. Those who use it swear. Just too many bottles. That's just one thing that I always didn't care about. A lot of the nutrients, organic or synthetic. That it fucking there was always one more great thing, one more great fucking piece of the pie you needed, and that one was a little bit more pricier than the rest. Then when you were always constantly needing a piece of the puzzle. They never jived well. And that way, fucking, if you did ever want to switch, you were always in the middle of a mix. You're like, oh, just as soon as I get through this, but if you bought one more bottle, and then you fucking, just as soon as oh shit, I got one more bottle. It fucking just keeps you going and going and going. You know, I don't know. Some of that shit I just don't care for.
Yeah, Damon brings up a good point. He says he did it for a couple runs. The last 2 runs, he hasn't done it. He's got tired of the mixing, which is so true. It's such a pain in the balls. The shit falls out of solution so fast. So, like, if you're doing a huge garden, it is a fucking pain in the balls because that shit will stay in solution for literally like 3 minutes, and then it's all on the bottom. So you're gonna keep shaking the fucking thing. So yeah, yeah, absolutely, David. I understand.
Crickets. Sweet crickets.
Well, should I? I don't know.
Yeah. I had something to say after that. Go ahead, Red Cliff.
Don't fight over crickets.
It was about what you were fucking
Two of the
saying
guys
right now,
here are
guys.
holding their tongues. 2 out of the 5.
I don't know. I can't see. All the boxes are fucking froze. I can't see. That sucks.
Okay. I'm showing off my garden, so
I can't say anything because I don't do live in soil, or that's not the first thing I'm going to go back to. So you can't get an argument out of me. I've never grown nectar out of the gods. I've never smoked anyone's weed that said they grew a nectar out of the gods.
I don't give a fuck about no companies, about nothing. I grow organic out my kitchen, boy. Right out the kitchen. I know you saw it from, so I cheat.
I wouldn't really say nectar's the winningest of them all, though, but I don't know those facts.
There you go, Smiley. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
But
Literally,
no,
that's the spirit.
well, no, I mean, I'm not trying to argue it either way, I guess. I mean, people that like nectar, I know people that grow with nectar and it's good smoke. Like,
Yeah,
What is
you
this
do
nectar?
you.
Oh, the nectar
Yeah.
of the gods?
I wish I could
I
screenshot
wouldn't-
the frozen face. I've got a smiley right.
I would put mine up against Chris's smoke any day for sure.
Dun dun dun.
Your smoke's probably better than everybody's.
that-
You want to
honestly.
lose to nectar again? Is that what you're
The fact
looking
that
for?
Michigan Medical does really well with it is great for her, right?
You're the best gardener here.
See, now we need to have like some kind of a grower's cup, Eagle Gardens.
Yeah, we
growers
have to
cup.
have a grow off.
Oh my.
A grow off.
Oh,
But the best fucking
One where
input
the
is
top
love.
3 don't get to spend the night before with all the judges, right? Like,
The best input is love.
How
Oh,
about-
sounds like somebody's a little pity patty about the fact that he didn't win.
oh, it's fine. It's cool.
I'm sure it was great weed. I don't know. I didn't smoke it, so I have no idea.
Your opinion matters the most, right?
I grow mids. I have no ego. I don't need to fucking win this battle. I could give a rat's ass who grows the best weed, man.
I don't know what that's about, Chris. Battle.
The grow off sounds fun.
My weed sucks.
If somebody could find some good cultivars out of my shit, and then they could. But whenever I find some shitty half fucking CBD bullshit, I don't like to smoke it. I know it's CBD shit because it gets me sober. I'm like, fuck that. So, yeah, not down with it. I got 3 good plants out of 6, or out of 15, actually.
Green fingers, you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher to me a little bit. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, it's like muffled. I don't know what it is. Is it your mic or is it?
Yeah, it's my mic is in my headphones. And then I'm in a room with fucking 3 fans. So there's the.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
I should turn them off, but I should just get out of this fucking room. Jesus Christ. The fire is down. Oh, what you guys did? The crickets. What's this? Try to read those leaves out in the greenhouse under the light.
Yeah, that looks like, that would be my best grow right there. Actually,
Yeah,
that looks like smashed. Is that smashed grow?
Funny.
I can't see anything.
Have you guys ever watched Smash Cannabis's grows? Oh my god, that guy's a train wreck. He's been growing since he was like 11.
Nah, he's cool though. He's funny. He's
Every
a
time
trip.
I see his grow, it's like a fucking travesty. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on in there?
He found his way
You
with his
ain't
autos.
on
He like
anybody's grow. If you grow, you're cool with me. It's a
he's
trial
good
and
with his
error
autos.
thing.
Yeah, he's been doing better with his autos. I keep up with him. He's a cool guy.
I just want the record to show that I do not go as hard as Ganja does. At anyone.
Oh,
What the?
You don't go as hard. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Uh,
Offended Smiley, Green 13, poor Smashed if he's listening.
I offended Green 13 and I offended Smiley?
No, it's okay. Everyone's happy. We all love each other.
It's fun. I got a mail.
I think Smiley's got a thicker skin than that, I hope. Sheesh.
Fine, man. I just don't understand the point of it all. Like, yeah, there's some contests that I don't know about. I guess I don't know. I was just confused by it all. And I like Smashed. Whatever. If he ain't growing the best killer weed, fine. He's all right with me.
I am kicked growing bullshit. You see what I'm growing, guys? Fuck me.
Yeah,
Look at
you
it.
do you, but Smash screwed
Look
over
at this.
Purple, and I like Purple. Purple's my boy, and he screwed over Purple really bad. So
No, that's leave that it.
Look at that.
Not here to badmouth anybody in the community.
it's truth though. So ask Purple about it. It's not.
That
I'm not
can be
making up
done.
stories. I'm not making up stories. Purple's been really nice to everybody.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
It's the first I've heard about it, and
Yeah, well, you should talk to
I
Purple about
prefer
it.
It's none of my business.
What purpose?
Why not? It's not. Yeah, it's none of my business. It's none of my business.
I'm lost.
Me too.
I don't know, man.
No.
Chris seemed to have some kind of agenda or some shit.
No, is it possible to trim out this black fucking rot that I had? The root rot? I cut it off from the stem, but the rest of it's all I got for the stick. I'm bumming. That thing was the biggest one I had.
Flower. She was. So I didn't mean to cut you out there.
Well, I'm bumming because I almost lost the whole plant, but one branch off of the very bottom. So, yeah, that's a. We got root rot, stem rot, whatever. We got black in the middle. Looks better now. I don't know. I'm fucked. Reset. Got to reset the whole garden.
What do you got going on? I missed the Green 13 or Green Bears.
Oh, I don't know. I got this going on. Dead fucking shit. Just everything's dying out here.
Oh,
But I got these little guys that are growing. But this shit, it was like a root. Like the middle was turning black. The stem, the whole other shit was like droopy. So I cut it out below where it was rotted out. It was like all wet in the middle of the stem. I don't know what the fuck that would be. Why the fuck would the middle of my stem be wet and soggy? Like that high up, like this high, like past. It was like I had stopped watering them like that for a long time. Remember how I used to beat the shit out of them? I stopped doing that because it got so cold. It got cold fast out here.
how cold?
Well, now it's fucking like 50 degrees.
What's the
No.
coldest it got though? Did they freeze?
No, not yet. This is the coldest it is right now that it's got me. I'm fucking shivering. I'm pulling these babies in. These little ones. I have to put a heater out here.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Turn
say,
off the
man.
air conditioner. I just turned off the air. That thing was, both of those were blowing. That was not healthy. Fucking like a freezer in here. Oh. Get my ass inside. leaf hoppers. How do I get rid of those? That's my next question.
Leaf hoppers?
Yeah, I got leaf hopper. That's why half of my plants died. They sucked all the sap. They sucked them dry. I was like, what the fuck's happening? They literally sucked them dry. Like, literally. Like, what the fuck? I'll show you.
The thing I seen, I watched a thing how they, and this is maybe Chinese propaganda, but they learned how to get rid of their leaf hoppers on their rice, and they figured out that odor that the plants emit, they have a little bit of linalool in it, and there's wasps that come to eat those leaf hoppers. Now you're not going to attract any wasps by using linalool, but you'll kill out the leaf hoppers. So if you had some lavender essential oil, you could use that in whatever. You can mix that with like Method 1 or whatever oil-based other IPM spray.
How about like the Epsom salt with fucking lavender in it? With the essential oils. That's all I might have.
You got that?
Yeah.
Well, Epsom salt is good for the plants. So yeah, as long as it doesn't have any other like, well, even if it had like soap or something like a surfactant in it, that's not bad either. So
Here's the good buds.
Yeah.
And then here's the buds that they fucking attack the bushes of. They fucking suck them dry and kill them on the bush, on the plants too. Just fucking everything got sucked dry. When I shook them, fucking thousands of these motherfuckers flew off everywhere.
What are you spraying now?
Well, nothing. I'm fucking. I was so close to harvest that I couldn't do nothing. I was fucking. It just started like 2 weeks ago. Like a real bad invasion. First, I saw 3 of them, and I didn't know where they were. Then I started shaking the plants, and then I started seeing them just pop off everywhere, just dispersing. Fucking. So that's what they did to a whole plant right there. I just cut this down today. Like, it's already like dry and dead on the fucking bush, like curing itself. Like this, I cut down today too. That's what they both should have looked like. I can't hear myself talk, so that's why I talk really low and I can't hear myself. There you go. Fuck. Fuck. Very weird having headphones on trying to talk. Yeah, they started sucking all the bottom branches of this one too. Sucking them dry. There's one little fucker right there. Can't focus on it. Right behind, right in front of my finger. There it is.
Trying to see it.
Right.
Oh yeah, I seen him jump.
Yeah, he just jumped. You saw it. Cool. Let me see. I can't see anymore. I shook it off outside very well. Like
And they're pretty fun. Yeah, they're pretty well into flower. You're not really gonna want to go hosing them with shit now either.
Yeah, no, that's why I just cut them down and said fuck it.
Strip the plant. If they don't have no leaves they can't fucking hop.
Pinch their legs.
All the spiders in the bottom were catching a lot of them when I shook them. Like the spider webs will fucking just catch them all. They'd be hanging there. Let's see. I'll put it. There's not really any sound in here. They turned off all the lights because it's all done. They lost all this house to them, and now this house like started to get fucking invaded by them.
Oh, they're in your tents. I see.
Yeah, they're in my tent.
I thought they were in there.
No, outside's fine. So I take them outside to get rid of them because they just leave. They find other shit to suck on out there. Oh, put my head on my right. Because it needs water. Or it's being really infected. Right there, yeah, a lot of them. Some of them don't, they're not attracted to it, but some of them they are. I see that little fucker sucking on my shit right now.
Just passed 420, so cheers, everybody.
Oh, I tried to catch it and I couldn't.
320.
It was just everywhere in here. So I'm gonna reset this tent fucking after that fucking shit. Gonna try to take them outside, smash them. Go ahead.
Still haven't heard from me on flower yet, man. Cheers, brother. Tried to bring him in a minute ago. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Instead of coming in and sabotaging your the all day or the other day. Yeah. Better come on and jump
No,
on with the
no
host.
sabotage. No
Oh, we were just pirates, you know. It was at sea and we had to jump aboard, you know. You know, the boat came this way. You know,
Lord.
what do you do? We sailed it into safe shores, didn't we? We didn't go any.
Yes, sir.
Got a bit rocky
Well,
for a little while, but that's it.
Only one flag. Only one flag. Was it? I don't know. I was sleeping. I hear it.
Your ears must have been burning.
My plants were burning.
You're back to trimming anyways. You must have caught up on all your work.
No, I'm not. I'm actually tearing down the garden, to be honest with you. Yeah. Tearing things down and probably shutting this road down. So
Shut the room down.
that's what I've been doing. Yeah. Life changes. We'll leave it at that.
That's it. These things happen.
Well, damn those life changes. Fuck it all, man. Roll with it. There was a great philosopher named Heraclitus who said, change is constant. He also said, you don't step in the same river twice. And he also said, your character is your fate. He wrote on like little things they call fragments, because they call them fragments because they only found little fragments of what he said. He was like before Socrates, and he was like a hermit. And he was like a badass, and he probably ate mushrooms and smoked weed.
Sounds like he's like the one-liner OG. What are you talking about?
You got it, man. His graffiti rocked.
Changes are good though. That's the other side of it. What'd you make of it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. You see the problems, and you move around them before you even encounter them, and you see your objectives, and you move towards them with no fucking impediment. In life, we have to be strategic. I'm just saying, I have no idea what we're talking about on a personal level, but for me, every damn thing I do, I have a calculated mind about. I look at the parking lot, and I look at the cars, and I look at who's in them, and I look at what's going on when I go in the store. And you know what? I feel like that's my personal responsibility. And then when I go home, I'm kind of the same way too. You know, I try to chill, but it's like this. You know, you got to look out for the young ones and tend the plants and keep the wife happy and all of that. So you can't be all hyper vigilant all of the time. But you know, when it comes to making life decisions that are difficult, sometimes it's just like, you know, a bow and an arrow. You pull the string back and you just let the fucker rip. It was actually pretty funny the other night when we commandeered the show. That is true. I bowed out a little early, but I did see the direction it was going, and I was like, all right, well, you know, it's all good fun. We're all communicating. And what I really found interesting was that the number of the international and people around the world listening and participating and everything, it just kind of kept going with a life of its own. And what I mean is our community is so great that it actually has a vitality. So that's what impressed me.
I was thinking about the morning crew, them waking up and being like, oh shit, you know, getting excited, it's still alive. What's going on? You know, like you're like, someone said, like, am I seeing a glitch or is that real? And they go to it. Like, oh yeah, they're still all kicking it.
Yeah, for all them ones that get a nice little lay on.
Mhm. Yeah, for a total different time zone. That's, I mean, like you go to bed in a time zone where you kind of expect to miss the wormhole or Weed Nerd World, and then you wake up and nope, you didn't miss it at all. It's right there.
You're gonna have to say that a little slower next time, Red Pill.
Weed Nerd World.
We're taking over.
I had to one time, and I'll address this because I'm sure that anybody who has grown cannabis for longer than 10 years or even 10 years has experienced this. There's sometime when you have to unplug the fucking lamps and get the plants out of there as quickly as possible. And you know what? It may take a little bit to get going again, but if it means, everybody's good and the whole situation's better, that was a hard thing. I'm just saying, I did it once and it didn't take the wind out of my sails, but I did learn quite a few lessons. I'd had a security breach, and it was my personal home, or piece of my property, and I didn't want no assholes coming back for round two, so I just fucking farmed out the plants. I didn't get anything back, and the people I gave the plants to, they didn't even use them, but it was like this, I had some peace of mind. It felt like the mature thing to do. Didn't want to bring any heat on my family either. So anyway, that's the way it goes during times of prohibition and sensibility.
With the lifestyles that we live and everything, it can flip in a minute. You can just get that phone call and go, okay, you gotta go. Somebody else is getting a knock on, and it's, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the life we live, but you know what I mean? I'd rather have my smoke than not.
Oh yeah.
And that whole, there's ways of balancing it. I think we balance it. We've got a good, we ain't hurting anybody, and we ain't robbing the electric. We're paying for it. I think that's
right.
the main. We're all, and they're happy. We're paying. I see even now, where we used to have the night kind of savings, and we used to be able to do the night savings. That seems to be gone. I don't see much savings between night and day now.
No.
I think we,
Nobody's stealing streetlights either.
No,
Yeah.
even though they've all gone LED over here, like they've gone to that nice kind of blue spectrum, but they're not anything sufficient. Even the forecourt ones for the garages and all that, I've seen them. They were taking them for a while. I think just because they were newly done, and these garages were like out in the middle of nowhere, and they're left like 12 hours without any manning on them.
Mm.
It's where all the boy racers that go and use the car parks to do donuts and all that. It's out of the way.
Damn kids, stay off my lawn.
Yeah. We definitely done donuts on Eagle's lawn the other night, anyways. Up his driveway. I blame Smiley gave us the keys anyways to that vehicle. I'm staying to that.
We left her with gas in it though.
I got blamed
gas
too.
in it.
So.
Red Pill gave us blue pills. That's what he did. He gave us all blue pills.
I was chuckling when I woke up in the morning because that was the honest thought. I was like, oh man, Red Pill's probably like, oh boy, here we go. Buckle up, boy. Then they started talking Red. I was listening back to it, and they're talking Red Pills 24 hours and shit. I was laughing my ass off. That's it.
Even the birthday boy had backed out at that stage. Aldridge, he's done. You couldn't even blame him.
That the MVP to me was Green Fingers. Green Fingers kept it rolling and rocking for a long time, and he was speaking in complete sentences articulately that everybody could hear. He was almost leading the whole parade there for a few moments. I know he was. So let's hear one for Mr. Robert motherfucking Green Fingers Thomas, the 15 millionth.
Oh shit, that's fucking awesome. Oh.
He's got some pack of dogs. Whoa.
Thank
You wouldn't
you.
get near that place. That's going to yap, 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 which is great.
Is that roots? Roots with no water. I just put them in there and they get roots. They're not touching water at all. You guys watched me make these. This happened 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I left them in the same spot by the window. And they're rooted now. Got roots.
Is Green 13 making tea or something?
Oh, shit. Should be still here.
He's snuggling with that puppy of his.
Taking as many liberties as possible, no doubt.
Let's strain that. There's the rest of it. Weed. Make some oil. I just need a strainer. Left everything in my fucking RV at the other property, so I'm fucked. Ah, shit, I just touched a bunch of that oil.
I've noticed that the little rodents have started to come in out of the fields in their droves. Yeah, that's one thing signed up.
You put anything out for them,
Just the little sticky traps and try and do that. It's
that's the ones that just stick them there, and then you come back and they're fucking like looking at you, can't move and shit.
yes, yeah. The other ones, yeah, it depends. I've got like 3 or 4 different types of traps, so yeah. I'm dealing with little shrews, then I'm dealing with field mice. And you have to be, if they're around, there's probably rats as well. So you got to be, you got to do care for all, just in case especially at this time when they're coming. Yeah.
Yeah, they tore the shit out of my stuff, mice and the shrews last year. So I put out little poison blocks this year for them. I don't know. Whatever. There's so many of them last time, man. They were fucking
poison. No poison. No, don't use poison.
I don't like poison because I've got
dogs. Now you're killing the birds. You're gonna kill the owls. You're gonna kill.
I just go no. I can deal with this.
You're trashing the whole ecosystem with that shit. Don't use.
You know what I found out?
Please.
I lived on a homestead and like fuck those creatures, dude. You can poison all of them.
What's the alternative?
Traps work way better than poison, and they don't kill everything else.
That's what I mean. If you start now and you're on top of it, like I started last week, and I've caught like maybe 7 so far. Just because I decided, okay, it got really chilly all of a sudden.
You can't, Smiley. You can't say you grow organically and then use poison on your pests.
Try it out. Put a couple buckets of water out. They drown themselves.
Them shrews make like they go through them fabric pots like they love them. Like they put holes through them like you don't. Wow, they had a network through that I couldn't believe. And it's and you're wondering why your pots are drying up. Why is this happening? Yeah. Why is your
they're they're an interesting animal. So they're like a bat. They go from super high. So their pulse rate goes from like 300 beats per minute to basically 6 beats per minute. They're like a bat. They go from hyper to basically sedentary. They're really kind of funky animals. Really cool. They're also one of the only poisonous mammals.
They're allowed to use poison.
A bucket of water
Shrews are
works
poisonous.
good.
What about the platypus? Don't leave out the platypus.
I said one of.
Fuck platypuses.
Come on, you guys. That's my birth animal.
Oh well, fuck. You're cool.
I'm
But
a platypus.
fuck. You
You
platypus.
tell us
you-
about the platypus.
It is the platypus a mammal? I don't know.
I do believe so, and I do
It
believe
is, but it's
poison.
kind of it's one of the only egg laying, right?
I call them Irish elephants.
Poisonous too.
I thought they pronounced it platypusy.
Irish elephants.
Platypus.
Yeah, they're leprechauns, elephants. They're such cute little things. And the little
If you wanna
squeak
catch
that they have
rats,
out of them, like they give themselves
guys-
away. Like they
you
give
guys
them,
need to
they
catch
tell
rats
you
with a
they're
bucket.
here.
A bucket of water, bro. We'll catch all your rats. They'll jump in and they'll or
Yeah,
mice will jump in and drown themselves.
Yeah, peanut butter's on a stick. Yeah, that's what
They
I
just
do.
jump in the buckets and drown
I'll
themselves.
only do that if I have
Yeah.
rats. I'll put the bucket down if I get rats in. That's the only time I'll.
Bastards on their eyes. But, yeah, in my homestead, they invaded my shit and they ate all my
It's
seeds.
crazy that we have these things for certain animals that we just don't care. We can just like let them go to the. And here we are, you know.
Yeah.
Selective, isn't it? Very selective.
Anything but poison. Poison is not to be used.
But
Don't use it around your
it's-
garden. Don't use it anywhere around your house. Don't. That's just bad news, man.
Yeah, but not even for the ecosystem, right? You got to deal with 6 to 8 weeks of rottenness in your house. Why? Smell in
Exactly,
your
right?
house, there's-
Fuck that.
If it's
Just
on
throw
a
away the
farm,
trap.
On
Oh,
a farm,
yes.
it's fine. I'm like, on a farm or on a
Hidden
on
in
a-
your
on a
wall.
barn, do whatever you have to get rid of those fuckers, dude. Like poison, fuck them. Like you have to. If it's your homestead, and you got to get rid of them. Like they were eating all my dog's food. Fuck that. I would living off grid. It's a lot of money. Fuck them. Poison their asses.
That's a lot of
I'm
dead
not
owls and
mad for it.
eagles.
Hey, you know how many owls are out there? They take so many fucking people's cats and dogs. I'm helping fucking people that live in those neighborhoods. Like I'm helping people with their pets. Damn it. I'm a pet activist.
I will say one thing, okay? I would never dream of telling anybody else what the fuck to do or how to do it.
Oh
And I certainly
Yeah.
wouldn't ridicule him for any of that shit either, Chris. So I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck. So let's move on.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you're talking about hurting, other animals, so it's kind of, has a string of stuff,
What I choose to do with my life, and I am a purist, and I'm 100 times more pure than you.
100 times more pure than you. Okay. Yikes.
Chris, in other words, I don't fucking use poison. I don't do this or that. But I tell somebody that they're kind of
Amen.
being a bully all the time. What is your damn problem? We're here to be your friends. I'm not going to judge Green Fingers or Meow Four or Smiley. Why should you?
But I mean, it's fine but he's the organic guy. I mean, if you're the organic guy, you don't use poisons, do you? I don't know. I don't understand. Makes sense to me, but maybe I'm
with
wrong.
them
I
too,
think we're
but
all on the same page, isn't that?
they just gotta. They can't eat our food.
And
and kill us
look,
off.
if you've got a serious infestation of that, you get visited by hundreds of them little creatures at night time. What do you do?
I'll send you a horde of cats.
Oh yeah,
There's too many-
Give me
yeah,
your address and I'll send you fucking 500 cats.
I don't
I
need
hear
them.
the
We
owls-
have them
the owls will eat
already.
all of them first.
They have been abandoned.
The owls will eat all the cats out here. We got
They're
like
fed
So
fucking
now
too
all you
much.
need
for
is
every half
one.
mile.
The little old
Well,
lady feeds the cats too much.
We get up to 300 mice a fucking like week out here, dude. They're fucking like literally infesting my car, my fucking RV, fucking the pack rats. They steal my dog's food. They steal the dog's dog shit, and then they put that up in the motor and shit,
Oh
like
man.
make a nest. So like, fuck those little fuckers. They gotta die. No, they gotta die. Like I don't care how they die, they just gotta die. It's
Little
eating my
turd
shit.
burglars.
They're eating through my car. Fuck that. Dude. Yeah, like they ate my crops last year. I didn't even have a fucking crop. They ate all my shit. Fuck them. I'm gonna fuck those little fuckers. They gotta go. They're an infestation. They hold fucking plagues. They're fucking not good for us. They're fucking horrible.
Did I open a wormhole?
No, I just fucking they fucked my life off last year.
Yeah,
So I had to move out of there. Fuck. I had to move from a homestead that I love to a fucking house that I hate because of fucking rats and mice. I killed mice. And fucking jumping fucking kangaroo rats. We had fucking squirrels, brown squirrels. We had fucking all that shit over here in the middle of the fucking desert.
I bet you even got a capybara walking around.
We got chupacabras. We got chupacabras. I'm like 2 miles away from Mexico. They got chupacabras and fucking donkeys sometimes. You'll hear donkeys walking out here. Yeah. Yeah, I hear fucking donkeys. Yeah.
So when you say what's this jackass doing in the middle of the road?
Yeah, I'm like, why do I hear donkeys in the middle of the fucking desert? Because they're going back to Nevada or to Arizona, wherever the fuck they're from. But this place is full of life. No, this place is full of life. We got wolves. We got desert wolves out here too. Those bitches are scary.
Yeah, I like wolves.
Yeah, they're fucking badass. But they're scary. They make so much howling out here that they not the coyotes yip. But yip, 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 yip. No more noises from me. But yeah.
Hey guys, I appreciate this forum and I appreciate you guys as friends. And I'm not being exclusive or inclusive here, but we're just having a good time. But I tend to be, if anybody starts asserting their opinions too hard, I'm going to give a little pushback. Oh yeah,
Respect.
I have stuff here to topic, and I can't find any of them. I have papers, fucking shit written. I still don't know what the fuck I wrote.
nice. Smiley's leaves are actually the highest praying leaves in the world because he's got 2 fans from each side going like, 1,000 RPMs a minute or whatever, and they're just like. No, I'm just joking. Those are awesome, man. I really like it to see your stuff when it's grooving. Your barn, too. It's pretty amazing.
Thanks, man.
Always a lovely walkthrough. It's lovely. Yeah. It's done in a nice, steady. It's not like just I'm going to just quick. You're kind of getting introduced to the plants. You get to know where stuff is in the room. It's a nice.
Yeah, you like that? I was almost.
I like that you take your time and kind of you spend your time and show the plants off. Nice to see that different expression that we see in the room with the different plants. But a lot of people, because you're just going across with the camera, you don't sometimes pick up. And been in a red state, I don't like showing pictures or anything. If I show pictures, I could have 2 or 3 people, 100 people asking me for friend requests and da da da, and then there's DMs and da 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 da. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different in a red state for sure.
My internet is not liking me tonight at all. At all. But I'm not giving up.
You're not the only one.
Good job.
Eagle.
Never give up.
I just this and Red Pill with me on this. We are here for you. And I know that you're going to say, I've got 2,000 people who are here for me. But here's the deal. You see, we kind of are a bunch of monkeys. We're just sitting here like jumping around having a good time. And, we're just sharing some information occasionally and making a joke occasionally. But we're really here just to encourage one another. So I want to encourage you. I'm going to do a little like cannabis prayer here in a moment. And we're going to just say, every moment resonates with 420. So we love you and we honor you and we support you.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, it's saying there's a lot of outages today.
Power outages?
Internet
Mm.
outages.
Oh, shit. That sucks.
And mine's buffering right now.
Where's that at?
Road drive. Well, mine's buffering right here, so look at it. And that's my Wi-Fi.
I think it's supposed to storm today or tomorrow or something.
My
It
internet,
was good.
you know, way up north has been worse over the past couple of weeks. Like we even had like a half a day outage on it, and it's usually actually pretty good because there's a lot of schools and military and things like that up here. So I'm just saying maybe there's something going on. Maybe they're retweaking the system because it's like this. You know, it feels like I'm getting some type of backlash.
That's some of it. A
We're
lot of
always
the,
doing something.
I was gonna say a lot of the outdoor that I know of now is people were hustling to try to get it down because it's like we just had that rain come through and we had a couple nice days now. Everybody's trying to bust ass. And
Blight is everywhere.
yeah,
Everywhere, right across.
And had it bad last
I lost
year,
my
too.
tomatoes overnight just the other day.
do you mean the yellow spot, like the yellow leaf spot?
No, more the black spot.
Black spot.
Black. Yeah. You have a perfect plant the night before, and you wake up in the morning, and it's got that blacky kind of
Yeah, they get a little wilty.
all out to the edges. It's-
They were calling it septoria. The ones I saw, like all the leaves had like yellow spots and like getting all dried up and wilty and whatever. To translate right into botrytis and all the PM and all that too. Gang
PM
bang.
is everywhere.
It's weird how that is. One of them settles in and then the other ones are like, hell yeah, free ride.
So I wonder if it is like a growing epidemic, not just for cannabis. Because last year it was bad, and like I said, last year it was bad not just for cannabis, but it was bad for vegetables. It was just all around last year, especially in northern Michigan. So you think it's like just a fungus that will keep continuing to spread? Something will have to intervene before it slows back down.
Yeah, some of them can get like that. I don't know. I don't know all the detail, but yeah, I mean, my brother had one in his tree in his yard, and he was spraying it with photosynthesis plus, that biology spray or whatever. And because he'd spray his plants with that, and then he'd just use up the rest of it on his tree, and it fucking worked on that. So I don't know exactly what it was or anything like that. It was just a weird, funky thing on the leaf every year that he got, and he started spraying that, and after a while I just stopped doing it. So, yeah, there's balances in nature always, I would say. Who knows, man? That fucking what is it, the ash borer or whatever, the fucking that thing's gonna take out all the trees, and you know what I mean.
It shit did pretty good damage.
Yeah, that came through maybe about 4 or 5 years ago here in Ireland. All the ash trees got it. Previous to that, we had the elm one. So, but a lot of the ash was back. Like it came back, like half the tree. It's a strange one. But it doesn't look right at all. It looks like really kind of diseasey. Like if it's yeah. Nature has a strange way of clearing up things. You know? We're only scraping at it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Like
design.
when you think about the cloud could be in the whole way across the Atlantic Ocean, you know what I mean? Carrying that one spore, you know, or two spores or whatever. And it can have the same effect in the northeast of America as it has in Europe. on the same crops. It's a very small little planet we live on in that sense.
Blue dot.
Hey guys, I take it back. I'm not 1,000 times purer than Chris Mertz. Only about 3 times purer.
Probably just in the air, man. Shit.
I'm just
Fuck
joking,
that
guys.
Chris Mertz guy. That guy, kick that guy out of chat.
I'm just joking, guys. I'm just trying to keep it mellow. I wanted to come here and chill and just kind of like not have any hackles or defenses up, and, not have any maladaptive behaviors, not say anything I regret on the internet forever, all that type of thing. So anyway, I'm glad to see you smiling.
You think you're gonna run for president someday?
And no, I'm gonna run away from the president someday.
Oh, that was a good comeback. I like that. I just had a very vivid picture of you running Terrify like a cartoon, from a evil monster boogeyman, Scooby-Doo style. You're running through the hallway,
Right.
do switch, and then you open the door and he's right in your face.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
I always liked Scooby-Doo because the chicks were hot, right? The girls were hot, and the bus is cool, and Shaq is cool, and all that. But the
We're
one,
stoners. That's what was cool about it.
even if you're 7 or 8 years old, you realize the plot's kind of thin because it's always the janitor in like a little, suit, and he's trying to scare him away, because there's, it's the same exact formula for every single show. So anyway, whatever. That's life.
I was mic'd off, but I said I'd vote Buddha. I'd vote Buddha for president. Just saying.
Yeah, we're a consensus group. We're going to get a chick in the house, like a real woman who really knows her stuff, and then the guys are going to fall in line. Hopefully.
That's right. The women are smarter.
Yeah,
The women are smarter. That's right. Grateful Dead tune.
They're supposed to say everybody is smarter, Chris. Everyone.
You're witty. You say a lot with very little words.
You have to be very careful.
I love it.
Yeah. That's the world we live in, though, isn't it?
For sure. I just like you guys, like Smiley's there, always battling away. He sent me a little email the other day asking me about something that I hadn't even noticed on my own plants. I assumed it was just my own, type of negligence, but it's like this. Apparently things happen systemically within plants too. So I need to pay more attention to that type of thing, really, because when you're breeding, you notice a variation. You may think it's just because, maybe your soil's wrong or something like that, when in reality it may have a disposition to a lockout or something like that, or nutrition buildup or whatever. Not every plant's the same. So that's what I learned from that. I took a picture of a leaf and sent it back to him, and we concluded it was definitely the same thing from the same plant. So I learned something.
It's interesting though. Yeah, whatever it is, it definitely seems to have gotten passed through the lineage. So spooky though, because that's the buzz around right now, is that people are passing shit around by the seed. Sorry, go ahead, Eagle.
I was just gonna say that if I do the day right, as I reflect over it, I like to think I learned something. I learned something. Yeah, not a bad. It's not bad. Just learn something every day or try to.
But it's great that you have somebody there with just eyes, and it's not that they're calling you out or anything, they're actually helping you. You might have a little, which is great, You're not.
We could all use a backseat grower once in a while.
Yeah,
Well, it's kind of eye
I
opening.
do it. I find doing it to some people, and I want to do it for educational things sometimes. But I know that I have problems too. You know, and it's like, yeah, and it's trying to explain to that person, look, I've had this problem. This is how I did it. You know, or definitely, you know, it's the longer you're in this, the more that you pick up. But then again, the more that you pick up, the more you lose because it's changed as well since we all started, and all our conditions have changed. So we've had to adapt. You know, and there's more better equipment coming on the market, better fans, better lights, everything is, you know, and it's gearing towards us instead of us trying to go out there and find something that works for us in our environment, you know what I mean, from another industry, tweaking it, you know.
Yeah. I just figured that's a pretty eye-opening deal, though, if that is something that's coming through the seed line. So even guys that are not taking in clones and are popping seed only can still be bringing something into the garden unknowingly. You know what I'm saying?
And you do really buy that seed thinking that you're buying, you know, like clean, you know, and in that sense, you've committed to a, you know, you see it as like a sterile thing that you're bringing in. You can't see it as, you know, maybe there then put it in your mouth and inoculate it with your own.
You just spit on it. You don't got to put it in your mouth.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can see, that if I'm bringing that in, I go, okay, well, what? I can't, like, you can't use it. You're not going to use chemicals. You're not going to use, as we say. So how do you inoculate it? Put it to your body.
Don't apply poison to your seed.
Well, yeah, but this is what people would do as well. They would clean with, you know, if people are going to say, oh, it's got this dirtiness. Some people out there have got cleansing problems.
So what do? You drop them in peroxide and then go?
No, just drop them in your mouth. That's what I would do.
Well, see, that's what you know, Smiley, you know, what do you think it is? Do you think it's something inside this genetics now that's fucked up, or do you think it's something that you can sanitize?
I honestly don't know. I think it's going to scrap my whole thoughts on trying to do the Skywalker back cross, but yeah, it's just something recently that I've noticed. So but that's the reason I'm trying to do the Skywalker back cross, is because the mom has this funkiness going on with it. And in light of trying to, you know, battle that every round I take a clone, I just thought maybe I could make a batch of seeds with an outcross and find a male and bring it back.
You'll find out if it transfers through the seed by doing that.
Yeah, but it seems to have transferred into the outcross, at least the first one. I've done 2 now already, so we'll the other one
Is it
too.
a weirdness? Is it a drift, or is it is it a pathogen? Is it something that's...
But it might be now that there's no drift. I mean, we already think drift's a weird one, and we're like, and it might
again, a little late in the season, but
it gets this, like, it's not like a yellowed out, like too much light on it plant. See how there's the curl right as the leaf comes, and then but it's like a yellowish brownish. It's like almost like the camera doesn't pick it up too well, but it's like, maybe I can zoom in on it a little bit. It's blurry, but you can see the color. It's almost like it's like a weird
necrotic.
Yeah, it's not dead, but it's like not this. It's just a weird, like, light brownish looking thing, and it's
that beige color, like a dead leaf. Yeah,
it's no longer photosynthetically active. That it's useless plant matter at this point.
No, not at all. It'll still grow, and it still does its thing. It's just not growing normally, and then it'll still throw green leaves. They just come out yellow and weird like that, and then the buds are typically small yield on the mother clone anyway, the Skywalker.
Yeah, because all the leaves are they don't have the potential because they're not as photosynthetically active as a healthy leaf. You know what I mean? The more
Right.
necrotic, the less energy it's going to be able to produce. Yeah, it's
Right.
So I hate to like kind of. Have you tried putting it outside? Putting the mother out. Well, it's a little late in the season for that, but could you put her outside and got her healthy again, or what do you think to be healthy again, and take cuts off her and start again? I almost think putting them outside a lot of times is almost as good as scrubbing them. You know what I mean? Letting that sun get in there, fucking do this thing. It's
yep. Or
good.
if you have a UVB bulb, so if you have a fluorescent UVB bulb, you're adding the same thing, that spectrum that you're looking for from the sun. You're bringing that into your garden inside, and it's antiseptic. It's good for the plants, and it's something that's lacking in most everybody's garden.
Kills COVID.
So it's like you're saying though, Eagle, isn't it? But it's more than just sun. It's everything. It's them early mornings when it's cold. It's that whole realness that just makes it just more healthy, I think.
Well, it 100% works if you want to bring back a mom. You know what I mean? Revitalizer definitely works.
I did it with my gelato. It's producing amazingly. It's not as crystally as it once was.
And then, do you bring it back inside though?
Take
Yeah.
cuts.
Take the
Yeah.
clones and bring the
Take
clones.
cuts and bring the cuts back
Yeah.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah.
No, I have gotten her healthy, and it's not like I don't know, man. It's hard to describe. It's weird. Like certain times it'll show, and it'll even show on some branches, and then not always on the plant. I can take other clones because obviously I'm cutting from the best looking parts of the plant, right? Like, and the next clone will be nice like that, and then if I took 4 clones, one of them might only show it. You know what I'm saying? And like the other 3 don't like that. And but then it could not show it at all through veg, and then fucking as it goes to transition to flower, and it's like weird like that. So it's a known. I've had this Skywalker cut for a long time, so I know the cut is. And I've dealt with this thing for a long time, so I've kind of gotten to know that one. And it doesn't seem to spread to other plants in the veg or in the garden. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is seems to be in that plant. You know what I mean? And it's to be going through the genetic too. So I don't know.
But if it's not a virus,
have you opened up the root ball and checked in the root ball that there's nothing strange going on in your soil?
I haven't on this particular one. I mean, that was a picture I took today or yesterday or whatever. So I haven't, no, but
But if it's not a virus, it's genetic, yeah?
I don't
Is that
know.
right?
Yeah, it seems to be. These are seeds that were made. I pollinated the original clone and then ran these seeds out, and then I had sent 10 packs of them out to people last December, and Buddha Boy happened to run them out. I think some of the guys in chat had them too, and then I don't know. I mean, nobody really sent a note back about it, and that was kind of what I was wondering if but like Buddha Boy, when I mentioned it to him, because I seen it show up now that I'm flipping mine to flower, and I mentioned it to Buddha Boy, and then I never thought of his perspective, like he presented. Well, I just figured it was something I did, you know what I mean, or whatever. So.
Right, but you wanted to see whether it manifested, yeah?
Well,
in someone else's garden.
It didn't even dawn on me until I saw it just the other day, and I was like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't even dawn.
Yeah, there's that thing.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Learning experience,
Definitely. Yeah. Wow.
Something to look out for as well. I haven't really seen that.
Hey guys, just for the record though, it's extraordinary OG. It's like an original hybrid OG. So it has its own unique, kind of savory, gassy, 3-part, flavor or multiple density of flavor with a little, maybe like even sometimes like a little bit of a propane-ish types. It's got these different flavors, and that's what I kind of always liked about OGs. And also, the Skywalker OG is reported to be kind of one of the selections of the original OG Kush, the longer stretch. Has anybody heard anything like this before about that?
Well, Buddha Boy, it's funny you say that because right before you chimed in, I was actually in my mind's palate savoring that Skywalker terpene profile. And then my mind kind of reminded me, out of all the different varieties of OG or different cuts of it, or so-called, it kind of reminded me of more of my favorite as far as the terpene profile, which was Kosher Kush. And now I'm thinking, Skywalker OG predates Kosher Kush. Did the DNA boys just get a Skywalker OG, take it to Holland, get a tissue culture before anyone's really fucking with that? And then, now their cut of that is got to be renamed, so they call it Kosher Kush or whatever. But no, yeah, same thing. Very stretchy. I haven't grown GMO yet, or I would like to, but grown Kosher Kush, and that's the most stretchy plant I've ever had. Even if you put a 1 foot tall plant, doesn't matter if it's a single cola or if it's topped multiple times and super cropped. If it's 1 foot tall, it's going to finish 5 or 6 feet tall.
I've had one cross with the Skywalker with rare dankness number 2, and it's called Star Killer. And that stuff won a couple of the High Times Cups when High Times Cups were still relatively credible. So I'm just saying, there are
A long time ago then.
Maybe
in the last 10 years. Yeah.
You're
But
muted, Flower.
A
You're
lot of
muted,
people,
Flower.
a lot of people created good genetics for their competitions. Serious breeder stick, and it did actually win a few competitions. And Scott, who is their breeder of the Ghost Train and all of that, he stated when that Star Killer came out that he would be probably known best for A, the Ghost Train, and B, the Star Killer. If that's not the case, it's probably not the case, but it's like this. He felt quite proud of it. So,
But they are they're an impressive group, right? Red Dankness.
oh yeah.
But isn't it true that all their genetics have hop latent viroid? I think that's what's happened. I think they've found out that, quite a lot of that stuff.
Well, and that's just it. You bring up a good thing, because like I might have, the expression I'm getting from the plant right now, like when I flower it out or whatever, might not even be what the fucking thing originally was. You know what I mean? If it's got this funkiness to it, like, you know what I mean, that's gonna affect the expression. So I don't even know.
You're not the first person that I've seen have a weird growing Skywalker OG too. I've seen other people struggle with it. I wouldn't call it struggle. No, it's not what I mean.
The expression was fine, dude. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
No, but we're all pals. You don't have to be like, oh, I didn't mean to struggle, dude. You're good. You're good.
They were normal size when they started flower, Ace Boy. I don't know, I guess 2.5, 3 foot, probably 3 months oldish.
So if we're getting back to that with the Scotty with rare dankness, a lot of his seeds come from his one of his uncles. Is it Larry that worked on that? Is it Kentucky on the cannabis growing back in the 70s or something? And he was able to get some seeds out of that. That's how it started, supposedly.
So is that Larry OG then?
Yeah, isn't it something along that line? That's how he, like, it's an uncle of his that worked on that a seed fell in his pocket and came home.
Huh.
So if that's in that facility, that's where that they make lots of tobacco. They grow up a lot of tobacco on that farm or in that area. So the two things could come in together. Like,
See, but now Rare Dankness made the Walker OG, the Skywalker OG. I'm not sure who the breeder was on. And this is the cut that goes back almost 2 decades now in the LA area. Is the best I could track it down. So
Oh, I
He's
wasn't
around a long time
suggesting
as
that
well.
link.
This would be a
That's-
Mr. Toad topic for real. Like Mr. Toad knows all of the strains and all their variants and basically their geographical genealogy, so to speak. And I think I've heard him speak on this. So I mean, these things are so important. I mean, hats off to Mr. Toad. I mean, I'm bringing him up, so I might as well shout him out. Man, what a wonderful guy. And he's a real preservationist and a historian as well. And I think I've never run his seeds, but I'm sure they're gung-ho. So anyway, whatever I was saying, you know what I mean. So let's move on. Yep.
it was, I don't know.
I'm sure it was something cool.
One thing. I've run lots of rare dankness material. I'm not a scientist,
I ran the
I
goals back in the day.
Yeah, I have a little bit of germination issues with some seeds that I have that I'd set aside, so it could have been they were too warm for too long or whatever. But I usually give somebody a little bit of a break with that, like not thinking it's an issue or anything. So I just kind of look at it as karma. So I would like to get that Star Killer back in the rotation, and I just sprouted 2 seeds for it finally. And that'd be nice, so I could get an idea of kind of where Smiley was going with his plant. That OG crossed with Skywalker or cookies type of thing. Anyway.
Cool. And so, yeah, I would like to run Red Dankness. It's every time I go, I look at that's, less so these days because it's like, ew. But that was always my, I'd like to run them. So it's cool that you've run them. And I guess that is something I will want to do because I know those guys. I like it when someone's worked really hard, and I know that that's how they roll.
Well, we've kind of seen them build a couple of facilities as well over the years and do them really good, which was an introduction for all of us. I think that was the first kind of, if anyone.
That's right. Their business model. Go ahead.
He really did put it out there, and showed a lot of people this is, and the do's and don'ts as well. So he's one of us as well. He's not just, and he's worked his bollocks off.
I agree. Nothing but respect, for that type of person.
We can all nobody's dissing anybody because you picked up something that's come into your garden or.
No, because we're only just finding out what that is. In fact, the opposite thing. Kudos for going, okay, we need to look at this really carefully because we do need to look at it really carefully. Otherwise, we're all going to infect each other. And then, oh my God, we've ruined it. And if we've ruined it, I'm going to be mightily pissed off. So yeah, fuck no.
But we all go and we all meet and congregate in large groups that, we all sit very closely to one another at tables and, do you change them clothes when you get to your house door? Sometimes, you got to just, you're running back and you're missing on time. You got to go and check on this and, that's how the problem comes in.
Yesterday I took cuts. And I used a tool, and I will never use the tool again. Razor blade, one use, cleaned, used, never use again. It's like I never was like that. I used to be just like chop, 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 done. But that's what they say, contamination. So leaving stuff lying around.
Man, those scalpels and stuff are expensive, though. You don't try to do alcohol or something?
Oh, no, they'll get another use. They don't it'll just go back in the pack to go in they're like,
gotcha.
like
I thought you meant like
blade.
you threw it away. I'm like, oh my God, that's expensive.
one use for that. Yeah. For that purpose. They then just become whatever goes in the knife.
Right.
It's terrifying to think that viroids and, different genetic and epigenetic type of problems can manifest themselves through seed stock. Because most of us who had any concern about that may have had a no clones policy, so you wouldn't be taking in anything into your garden through clones. Well, now the idea of the seed, containing problems that you can't even really detect, unless you're trained or have something tested, and it's also could affect other plants. It's just really it's a
You have
it's
Smiley's
all
eye looking at you.
yeah, it's not mind-boggling, but it's definitely a systemic problem, to ponder.
Yeah, I mean, when you find out that you can have seed stock that has systemic viroid in it, that's a massive problem because you think you're bringing seeds in to be safe. Oh, I'll do it my way, my own. But yeah.
Yeah. And what if you choose to breed with these seeds, which is what we're talking about, our beloved seeds, or something that's already been corrupted, and we spent a long time, invested a lot, maybe we even hit 6 or 10 different mothers with this line, and you got your whole future banking on it. It's kind of like one big strikeout if if you end up with a serious problem. But I mean, life is that way, but it just complicates things further.
There's another guy who I've just remembered. He's also just destroyed his whole deal. I'll try and remember who he is. Oh, 420.
Go ahead, drink that up. But
Cheers, all.
sorry, Green 13.
No, I'm looking for the thing I was looking for. Yeah, I know there's another breeder who just had the same problem. It's a guy who's out of Spain. You'll know who it is when I say who it is.
I'm just gonna have to say I am not that smart that I could, be smarter than what I can't see and detect that. I'd probably end up coming up with some genius line as a terrible flaw and be like, oh man, I had the loser. Takes a long time.
What are you saying? You don't think you'd notice it?
No, I'm just saying that with pedestrian everyday skills of ho-hum in the garden, you have to be a lot more on your game if you're running a greenhouse or if you're, running a venture for money. So I'm just saying I'm a little bit of a slack, frankly. Yes, I can't grow weed, but it's like this. It's a real challenge to really do it. Yeah, man. Get it on. Smoke a bong.
I think the best part is the attitude drinkers.
I was waiting for it.
I really didn't notice the cowbell until the other day when I was rocking it in the headphones. I was like, man, what was
Where's the
that?
cowbell?
The whole
Yeah, all
song.
through it.
The whole song is cowbell.
Yeah. I love it.
You gotta hear it now. They said it. And it's a solo. It's a fucking cowbell solo.
That bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the little bit you do, is it, Eagle?
Have you not seen the bit with the more cowbell, Green 13?
We should
Yeah.
all get cowbells and we can do that song.
All the singing live thing, that thing's funny. I love it. Oh,
Is that the cowbell mix?
no, that's, I don't know. That's just the version that I've kind of picked out. That was the closest version I could find to the original Dad song. When I started using the Offspring version.
Why did you start using it, dude? I was asking the other night. It was just the first thing. Sorry, it was just something that came to you. The original usage.
I used to use that song all the time. I used to pirate a bit of music there, and I used to mix like everybody did, and I have a bunch of probably 50 Eagle mixes. And at some point, I got fucking tired of like just putting my music together, and I started mixing like things like that in between the songs. Like sometimes it'd be like little comedy bits in between the music.
A skit.
Yeah. So but I used that intermission a lot. I've always liked it. For the first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, intermission. It's like, that was one of my favorites to slide in there. So it seemed appropriate for the bit. So
Wicked. It has got a bit of history.
It had the in it too that seemed appropriate. Like,
and the cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, it all fits. It all fits.
Yeah, so it was True Canner who I think was the other deal. True Canner Genetics who had to just start over. What were you going to say, Swanee?
Oh, they had to scrap their whole breeding stock for.
I believe so. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I might interject. It probably wasn't True Canna Genetics. I periodically I keep track of him, and I grow some of his plants, and occasionally we have a little communication. But
yeah, if you grow with him, he normally talks to you. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I'm trying to get up the guts to ask him to be a tester. He says he's taking but it's like, how do you not sound like another internet schmuck who wants something? When in fact, all I'd like to do is grow his plants to the best of my ability and become acquainted with the process and learn more. But it's great. His name's Barry. That's his first name, and
he's out of Spain, yeah.
Yeah, and he's from the UK originally, so you probably know him. Meow Flower knows him probably as well. Anyway, he's such a positive guy. That's all I'll say. So anybody wants to just check something positive out, True Canna Genetics or people.
What's his IG?
It's actually True Canna Gallery right now because it's True Canna.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them out here. I can't find them. True Canna Gallery. Thank you.
It was very wholesome. His page was, so I have no idea how he could have been brought down. I mean, he had food, he had culture, he had other people's stuff, other very community oriented. So anyway, I don't know a lot of people in the industry, but I'll tell you what, just his approachability. Grow connoisseur genetics, and he was a breeder with connoisseur genetics. That's how I got to know of him. Maybe 10 or 12 years ago. I don't know how long ago. So anyway, if you have a history with them, kind of stick with them,
This connoisseur genetics, he did strawberry cookies and all the Casey Jones crosses.
Yeah, it was Casey Jones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jones. Good people. They had a falling out, but you know what? They're still good people.
And why do you think it hasn't happened to him? Because you just haven't heard about it.
I haven't heard that he had to start over.
Okay.
That would be a deal for him.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen a post, so I'll check myself.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, and I wouldn't ask him. I wouldn't say, "Oh yeah."
How'd you get on with that life-changing?
What I think is nice is that somebody who actually does have established themselves over 20 years of breeding actively and has a history and a lot invested into it, that he would actually even communicate with somebody just because they took a photograph of a plant that they grew, that they may have, created the seeds. He was so very approachable. So that was encouraging. I probably wouldn't have even gotten further on the IG if he had, it kind of encouraged me. It was like a big win. I'm just saying that's how we feel as everyday people. We get our inspiration where we can, and we don't always want to. You want it to be an organic thing. You don't want to like go push yourself off on somebody or want something from them. Anyway, everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's nice to get the little tester seeds and all that. You know what I mean? And then it's a commitment to if you do get into that conversation with them and you start sending them, you have to stay on the ball. That's the other flip side. Or else you just slip through because there's that many probably people that are probably testing. You know what I mean?
I'm going to contact him like real soon. It's just like I say, I just am kind of shy, believe it or not, when it comes to promoting or things like that, because I've always kind of just done things on my own. But like I say, it's an opportunity, and I love seeds and I love
maybe
cannabis.
that's why he's not. That's why he's probably not reaching out. He probably has them little problems, and he's not reaching out.
Yeah, well, I found with the IG, I actually like to, document the cannabis more than I had in the past. I'd taken photographs sporadically, but now I do it almost, all the time, and it really has improved my, I'm passionate about photography as well as cannabis. So, I mean, I only have a phone right now, but it's like this. I'm getting the most out of that phone I can. Anyway.
A lot of these phones nowadays are fucking badass, man. I actually see a lot of people actually taking more phone bullshit. I mean, because they can take it back and digitally. It's all digital. You know what I mean? As long as they get that initial good shot, they can go back and Photoshop all they want out of it, filter, whatever. But a lot of great work, got a lot of great pictures taking phones these days.
Some pictures on Instagram can bring down your pixel content as well. So just remember that.
Oh.
The way they have it set up. It'll dull your pictures or whatever.
I love nothing more than to look at the feed and see the pictures of gardens around the world and around the States and around the Americas and, Africas and India and all of that. And it doesn't have to be in the landrace state necessarily, but in the, geographically specific place that it's at. It's very cool. And then you hear like, oh, white widow was big in what used to be the Czech Republic, or this or that. And then you think, well, gosh, what was it about that? Maybe I should grow some, white Russian. I don't know if I said white Russian. Anyway, long story short, the feeds are very inspirational. And what I like nothing more is the person who's just planted a seed and they've got 6 plants in a tent and, they're on a journey.
They're looking for that Christmas smoke.
Yeah, man.
The holidays, show their friends over. Yeah, I got this.
That's right. I really relate to that.
It's beautiful. It is. It's the innocence of it as well. And it's, I get the same buzz out of handing people tomatoes as well. Strange. Yeah, when they look at their face and go, oh, well, that's out of your garden. Yeah.
As I say, showing up with the nicest looking flower was what it's always been all about, man.
But sometimes it's not the look. It's not the look of the flowers. Sometimes it's, we've all had that ugly, that not that pretty girl. She is she smells and tastes
electric.
good.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's just every
She's
day.
Put all the other things into her. I'm just, it's like that really good girl. She doesn't need to stand out. She's a good girl.
I'm gonna try the third time around on a really bad joke. It's like every Thanksgiving, if you have pot, you have luck. It's a potluck.
You have to
like
have
when
a
everybody
filter system.
a film canister full of weed, or a little few scraps of weed, and then you go like get out your little metal pipe and you pack it, and like 3 people would hit that bowl.
So many times I've felt that. At least you gotta enjoy it, man. Things are good. Things are good. I've got pot. I've got
Yeah, the
pot.
thing about, because I live in a culture where a lot of people still smoke with tobacco, and you go then and you take out. I'll take out my grinder, for instance. That big. And you don't bring that around. So you carry a small little grinder, and I've got a packet, maybe grind it 3 times before to get enough for a joint. And they're looking at me like, and it goes like, how are you putting that into a joint? Like, that does them for a week. Like, and I kind of, you can expose yourself very quickly to, you know what I mean? So you got to be taking out the little pipe is probably the best little option. Saying you have nothing, you can expose yourself. Even I won't go smoking with the dogs or anything like that, just because of that lingering thing that where you are, it doesn't really smell, but maybe, it's where that smoke is lingering elsewhere, And for 5 minutes after you've often walked into an area where somebody's been smoking, and you're gone, like, especially in a Buddha area, it kind of just does that lingering. Yeah, can't get up through the canopy and all that.
I get called out for smelling like weed a lot, but never in a bad way. It's always that. It's usually the person that smokes. So it's usually like, hey.
Well, we've all had to run to the service station after we've been in our grow to go and get whatever, probably munchies, and we've risked it. You know what I mean? We've just, you realize I stink.
I had that happen at McDonald's 2 days ago. You could tell. I was sitting there. I pulled through. Oh, I was burning one of them fucking cigar fucking joints when I pulled through there. And I'm thinking the whole time, I actually like you said sometimes it's better to hit the pipe because it'll give you away. But I feel about the same thing about the big joint as I do about speeding. I'm like, they're not looking for you. They're not looking for the guy speeding. That got to be too obvious. But the fatty thing, though, is like, it's like most people would probably look at that and that's automatically assume it's a cigar. Automatically assume it's a cigar. He wouldn't smoke a joint that big in public by himself. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. I was fucking rolling through McDonald's like that, getting my coffee. It's why I pay, and it's kind of sitting in the ashtray burning. I take my money, and you can tell a little bit of a stress moment. They look over, they get a smell of it. They're like, they got the whole plastic thing, COVID blocker there. Actually, like, went under the blocker. It was like, hey, how you doing today? You all right? We actually sparked up a conversation. I knew it was because they could smell it. I knew it was. They were like, because he stood up and he was like, hey. I'm like, yeah. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. So it ain't always bad. Well, it's a different scenario, I guess. It's getting to be pretty open around where I'm at.
I will probably always be like crouching down on the ground behind a rock with my lighter, getting out of the wind, trying to light a bowl of weed there in a public place, looking over my shoulder, thinking, sensing I may or may not get busted. But I'm always like, kind of keyed up when I'm smoking in public. And I don't really smoke socially except maybe family, just because my friends are assholes. So I just kind of banished them to the depths of hell where they belong. And
vape pens are okay for that.
You know, I wouldn't mind having something that was like if I was doing the routine of going to the city and back regularly like we used to do, like how many years ago? Not too long ago. But now I'm just so reclusive that I don't want to go anywhere. So I just smoke at home.
If you go, well, if you go to where no other humans are, you don't have this problem. Avoid humanity like the plague, and yeah.
Yeah, but ever since all this other thing that happened over the last couple of years, there's a lot more people out in all these places where they're using to be. That's the other flip side for me. It's like, oh,
Brother,
all
all
the
the
places I
places
used to
that were
go.
private to me, I
Yeah, where I
don't
used
go
to
to
go
them
and I take all the
anymore.
photographs of all my mushrooms that been all stampled down, and like people have like, oh, what? I'm going like, yeah. Or even the people now they kick the fucking mushrooms, like it's like they just smash them. It's going
Oh
yeah.
Every path is twice as wide. Every
Yes.
woodland
This is what I'm saying.
path.
It's like, okay. Yeah.
I get a common wildlife refuge near my home here in Alaska, but it's for migratory birds and things like that. And it's kind of like what you said before. These times there would be hardly anybody there. I mean, just little cloisters of people. But as people became more and more stir crazy, they would be bringing their kids there to play, this and that. Just people were, it was kinetic, and
they found a quiet spot that you did.
I run, so I usually have in a set of earbuds or something, listening to like something like a Canacast or something, and I like to hear nature, but I like to actually be more private if there are people around me, kind of introverted. But it is a great place, and like I say, maybe going out there into nature or natural spaces, you could do worse even if there are a few people there.
I could walk out my door and go for a beautiful countryside walk, but I actually get in the car and drive 5 minutes away so that the billion people who now walk around here aren't, yeah. It's just, we're very fucking populated in this area, very populated.
Well, obviously,
it is.
Where I am, it's the opposite of very populated. It's like so unpopulated that I think there's like 500,000, 575,000, 800,000 people in the whole state. And it's the biggest state by far, of any other state. Like Texas fits into it like twice. I'm not bragging, but it's ridiculous. But there are places here that it's not where you think of, like, if there's industry, most people see a place like Alaska as a natural resources. I'm saying about the government and things like that. And the fact that we have petroleum, timber, coal, natural gas. It's just better that land is under lock and key. Because if it wasn't, it would be really ugly. And this is a place that's quite beautiful. And there is industry here, but it's kind of out of the public eye, it's regulated, and it's just part of it. There wasn't industry, nobody would be here at all. So anyway.
No, nobody.
I'm gonna have to call it good at this point. I got some
All
card
right.
work I need to get to. I do appreciate y'all for coming. Green 13, I appreciate the fucking early popping, brother. It's been a long time since we got to hang in a good long fashion like this, man. So
yeah, man.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in.
I can't believe it got this late. Jesus Christ. I'm like, what? Oh, shit. Did we even do the 20? Yeah, we did do the 20. Because we were talking about the dab song. You got to wait 2 minutes for Smiley, though, no?
I know, Ego's bailing me out on that one. I'm all ready to jump in and say the same thing.
The quick 444.
Apparently.
I don't know what time it is, but there's Meow Flower and there's Smiley. Smiley needs to go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta wake up and buy a pimp suit tomorrow.
Eagles
course.
behind.
What color? What is there a color you prefer? What color is this?
We'll see when I get there. I don't want to say a color and then like either be there or not be there. I'll
Well,
just say 3 that I would like. I would like yellow, red, obviously red pill, and then I can't make up between green and purple.
Wait, do you actually think that there's a pimp suit section or something?
Yeah. If the costume store doesn't have it, I'm gonna have to go to an actual place where you buy pimp suits.
you know, there. Anyway, I'm going to be first. It's 4:43.
Okay, that bought enough time.
Yeah, it did.
So,
Love all.
Green
Thank you.
13, cheers, brother. Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a
man.
great day. It's
All right.
truly a worldwide search today.
I'm gonna slide out next, guys. Thanks again for letting me hang. Good seeing you guys.
Take care, Red Pill. Peace, brother.
So,
Yep. Cheers. See you guys soon. Peace.
Happy poop shop.
cool.
Yep.
I'll go next. Man. It's
No
good.
problem.
Flower on, Chris. Good to talk with you. Green Fingers, Buddha Boy. Appreciate you too, man. You guys are great. Eagle, awesome.
Take it easy, brother. Have a great day.
Peace.
So,
Cheers, guys. Much love, y'all. Have a great night.
You too, Chris. Have a great day, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Later, Chris.
later,
Night.
Chris.
All right. I think I'll
I'm
boogie
next.
down. You're
No,
next?
I called it. I'm at Weed
Oh.
Nerd World for life. Love you guys. Love you, brother Buddha Boy. Love you, Eagle. Peace.
All right.
Brother.
Peace. Yo, Eagle.
Mr. Buddha Boy, I love your inspiration, brother. You have a big heart and always enlarges mine every time you come on, brother. So
We're in this together, buddy. But it's just midway through the damn game, so we better just keep our focus. That's all that means. Otherwise, we're gonna be here again. We're gonna get this momentum thing going, keep it going, but not overdo it, and just keep some focus. And small progress is progress. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. I'd love to talk to you, but it's like this week. Now's not the time. Later. Love you.
love you too, brother. Have a great day. The rest of you guys, I love you guys as well. With that being said, let's find something to get these shout outs rolling too. It's been a few days. Can't do a pass tonight. Get something to kick these bad boys off. 52 of you bad mothers watching. Pretty cool. My book, pretty motherfucking day. So let's see what we can find. A little mud. I think I'm feeling it. Right here. Of course. A little LA King. A little bit of loving. Seems appropriate. Oh, LA. Kick it in. Ah, so true. Some cool details house today. Mama Law 710, Scarecrow 423, Thumb Bump, Christina MG 89, Plug 705, Medical McCullough 7, Rick T, the Rebel, the Magic 207, Fabian, Selena, Safe Not Here, Thomas Blue, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T-Dog, Dumb Vito, Red Eye Jedi Grows, Mother Nature, Front Justin Conway, Reduckweed, Runboy 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wallace, Mo Racing 420, Ruben Show, Cat Daddy, Taco Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, Kevin Hines, What's Last Hope, James Siemens, Patchman 420, Biomerger, Dirt Road, Dude, Kenneshiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye, Roscoe, Dad, Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Acetone, 710, Canuck, Can Queen, Genetics, Sammy Tanasi, Kumro, Dirtman Dan, Keith Black Sales, Mr. Bosilla, Sim Freedom Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jess, Soil Roots, Small Tubes, Tyler, Frosty Bugs, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buzz, Stud, T-Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weed Nerd 8, John, Last PPJ 15, Giant, Green, who is that? Green Puffin Man, Green CJ Apple, Green, oh, that was Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grows, C1 Production, Saint Grower, DOA Grow Meds, Miss Nudie, I grew some Johnny Candice. Where were you going, Johnny? You missed. Nutrient Shootout, Snotty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, Clover 420, Ice by Aldridge 25, Miss Madam T, Sue Louie, Mo Grower, The Cannon Crate, Loki Grows, Sus, This Guy, Burton 79, Polish Handler, Midwest Outlaws, Voodoo Outlaws, Fresno Nerds, Cali Connection, Wolverine Grower, BJR Grows, Jimmy One for Life, Made Way Back Farmer, D Block, MMP Nation Creations, Amber Lalana, Psychedelic Warlock, Curtis LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Day 420, Front Window, Big Ed 1961, Manawana G3, Degree Click, J&K Triple G, Mr. Sprinkly, Brittany and Tyler Tuesday, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, B2 Crazy for you, BJW, G420, Dr. Buzzwell, Purple OG, Arthur 63, Arthur just paid 420, Beats Coast Grow 420, Sir How Trade, Alone, Keep It Real. Everywhere, BTWD, Roads, Fingers, Green Puffin Man, yeah, it's what you can tell. Seth Life, School of Crop, because I love it. Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, New Sellout Wins, Kingdom Macropondex, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane Medgarden, Stream 77, Double E. Bad Buddy Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs, from 619 to 664, Spaniard, Guru Jones, and Grow Pop G Grows, Raz Amy. Joe Grows, K Cast, Grow from Your Heart Podcast, Lily Luna, Green Mad Flag, Jerry Bynum, Miranda, Sony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus, Soil, Jason ISO, P. Win, David Colby, Mason 662, Scrogger, Me, Scroggerton, The Goddess Grows, Kaylee, Burrows, Chad, Brad, Family Farms, Polly P, Kevin Jodry, Mike Concho, UGA, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Seasley, Organic Home Buns, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Maine Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Sohn, Texas OJ, Chuck Norris, Sargents, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, 311 Mix Up, Kinder Grows, Evergreen Hayes, G Fred Tree, MMJ, Matt S. Save Ball, Dragonfly P, Justin Med, Travis Wallace, Lucky Mike, Seattle, Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan for Bus Coach Seed, Shango Gas, Probasser for Life, John Smith, Tommy Trico, Smoking King Grass, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spike, Spiky Pilot, been a minute, Spiky. Hope you're well. Oscar Green Jr., Matt Silver, Indoor 11, Stephanie B, Shark Play 989, Rob Brown, Southern Garden, Solar Nation 420, Tommy Tricones, Joey, why, so why that is, Bugs 1313 Growers, Painted Lady, Frank Bruce, Jay Myers, Jamid, Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bagsy, Dr. DGC, Jeff, Shredder 911, Dutch Grows 420, Scallyway, Skill Bull 1, Empire Grow, Skill Bull 1, Bed Grower 1, Empire Breeding Co, Ferroli, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Dayco, B-Bear Son, Ali, Noble, CK, Tron, Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking Wish, Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Raptor Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hayes, Door, Michigan 4, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green, Down 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, the Cannon Bus Driver, Hate Life, Kenny 710, Operation Growth, T-Ben, TM 42696, Root Nuts, Hammered Emails, Scrambled, Dr. Scrambled, BB, Moonrock, GHFWJ, Mild Green, Self Grower, Hanky Safety 420 OG, KP, Ganja Nana, Your Mama, Georgia Joey, Roy Rodriguez, Big Growing, Nature's Best Nug, Killer Bee Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. E, Soil for Life, Bully for Life, the Jeffro 420, Beavis 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, Goddamn, I'm Baked Ted's Test. Damn, you guys so close. The Riffin Fat Boy, Jack Greenstock, 420, 420, Boom Farm, Charlie Farm, 420, Aldridge, 25, Smiley Farm, Smiley Gardens. That was nice. AD's, Misty's, Smoking Girl Fraser, Grokoski, Twisted Roots, Baby Farm 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farm, Ball 420, Cameron, Mr. Banksy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE. Rose, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Light Up again, Tim, UKSIF, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical, MJ, Buttsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman 420, Dankman Dead, Red Side Farms, and Good Life, Joni Bell, Cheech P, Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420, I'm the American one, WJ 714, Sharates, Kinios, and Next, Mountain Skies, Ready, Hit That Hot Fire, Chris Merch, Ian, Say Robbie, Sergeant Live, Zeppa Fake Cam, Finger Lakes, Finance, Rich Fetch, Those are moves, Southern BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jared Bear, Plus One Mushroom, Secret City Pioneers, My Little Tent, 2042, Space Walker, Christian, Tree Wump, T. Barrington, Heart and Soul Homegrown, Mike B, T. Dwayne, East Coast Will, IDA, Galactic Garden, John Smith, Live This, My Natural Farm, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Bras Paul, Lemon Hoko, Crit, Rita's Juicy Life, 420 Grant Manual, Mary Bond, Sammy Scissors, Lineage Colas, Chris Moon, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, The Kind Brew, Cannon Nation, Dave Wires, Dan, The Indoor Man, Gromish Homos, Hampton's Grown, Took Smoke, Keystone, Cannon Flag, PA, Big High 77, Eugene Relief, Ace Drew, Hustler, Fred Darn Carlos, North Arizona Beer, Rope 420, No Sellout, Jesse White, Scott Thing, Yelly, Introvert, Genetic, Social J, Vixen Robbie, Killer 8 Mo, James Buttercream, C-Dub for NorCal, The Pharmacy, Seed Bank, Deadhead, Smoky 616, Curtis Mayhead, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dore, Antenna Seeds, Fab Carries, K, Mike, Rubles, The Drew Weir, 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Move, Popco 719, Fake Wish Shake, Baby, Old Smoke, PWC, Grow Buds, Lord Wash, Mr. Weed Blunt, Old School, Grow It, Chad Westport, Hunter, Grow, Floor Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Pudgeon, Sound Seeds, Glide Grow, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul Food Spectrum, Gone God, Lori Hanson, Real, 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Connolly, Pimp Jam, McMody Face, Show Me Satisfaction. I'm going well, fuck Google and you. I'm going Canadian Restore, Poor Door Farm, Carl Wright, Zeppler, Humble Farm, Sandy Farm, Seldom Seen, Old Park Gardens, Hell, 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist. 2012, Thickly Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Greenfingers, Motherfucking Time, Mitch Andrew Coast to Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champion, Bobby, Lynn Means, Trench Digger, Mr. Mag, Better Tony Like Baloney, Bill West, Bill S. That is, Weed Peace, Tater Delicious, Minty, Country Roots, Huron, Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 101, Buzzing Hazard, Miss Club 14, Bearded B-Man Farm 616, All Up North, Max Screaming Ruby, Timothy McKimmons, Neil, Justin Beans, Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Steele, Kimbit 03, Turner, Turf Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Kalibus, Latinas, Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Wolfstein, Firesaw, Wally, Wookie, the Goddess Grows, Rasta Bob, White Feather Grows, Burning Troops, Home Grows Tank, the Caveman Grows, PX Gunner 81, Smith Dude, New Grows, Sean McCann, Shady X, Link Steak and Jenna, Walla Walla Cannon Grow, Fall Dog, Hero on Cannabis Council, List, Paris Rockford, Justice Big 420, Ben Press Grow, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, We Be Growing, Australian Grow, Love for the Plant, Argo American, Smart Poker, Run Frozen, Caveman, Hawaii's Highest Surf Crap, so Micro Goon, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobius Grows, Dan Brownies, this one, Elliot Harkins, Missy Flavor, The Forging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen, Oz Enter, Dr. MJ, Coca Brady Ross, Matthew Gates, These Bags, Rose Star, Shotgun Willie, Dank Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro Rose, Clackman, Scoop, DJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, late 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Your Boy, Roadway, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackman 420, Sinky Cool, Dylan Signport, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Road 707, J. Adro, J420, Cascadian Growth, T-Toads McGee, Four Plants A, We Works, Captain Scrog, Spunky Buds, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, McGaster, Tempe, Annie Andy, Urge Green Jr., Leon Football, Purple Plus, Green Juice, 11 Smiles 11, Big New Buds, Michael Ross, Plenty. Wild Wappy, Sean Bids, Rescue Ready, Roadside LLC, Notorious Mug, Magma Seeds, Father and Son Trimming Tutorial, Sub T Dank, Jose Martin Perez, Doggo the Hut 420, Meat Buck, Chiva Man, TR420 Community Videos, Detroit River at Luis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Captain Bada, Ted Bob 13, Main Grower, Cookie Scoop, Jay Kendricks, In for the Grill. Backwoods All Good, Sally Mansell, Adam Skank, and Chanel Simpsons, One Smoke Away, Ganja Roach, Kazoo, Mr. Bernard Shrooms, Mr. Lincoln Stinkin', Angel Studios, MG, the 420 Grow 10, Paul D. Elliott, John Fleming, Dink Vince, Fiber Fly, Paulie P, Seldom Seen, Elevated Lord, Eleni, Organic Sunman, Chiva Sunny, Jeff Pollock, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, Fuck All That Be, Misfit for grower, Jason 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Grayson, Stoner Baker, MD, Sony Creek, Russ Sonic, French Swiller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Hermit, Old Man Hermit Has, Freebird, Mo Grower, Madigar, Simple Man, Survivor One Time, Tim Blake, Gulf Coast Chronic, Sink Fact, Caballero, Polero, Harley Grower, Judd God, Jason Lab 512 again, Steve Collins, Tom Kendrick, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island Hayes, Steve Speaks, J.R. Reem, Farmer, Randy K, Steve Collins, TCDR, hope you're doing well, brother. Claire Killian, Wardrobe Farming, Randy Grande, Pip 1000, Ace Booth 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom V, Puffer Smiles, Frenzy Digits, Michigan Ganja Mooch, Hash, French D, Super Bob. Broski 808, Weekend at Birdie's, K-Bag, Justice Station, Strong Style, Organic, Zippy, Adminic, Honesty, K-Hell, Me All, Flower, Brent Blue, Ty Hendricks, News, K&T, Chris D, Crew Serum, Bo Town, Phone, Natty Dread, Barbara Matthews, Acer, Soul Grown, Kevin Jiu-Jitsu, Ken Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Collab, Low Cut, Heavy, Trenley, Bo Manic Man, Raz, Venti, Helen, Huge Janus, James T, Atomic Smooth, Miss Jill, Big Daddy LT Gardens, Big High Flower 420, Lobster Brush, Bro, Mother Tree, Maine, Red Pill, Yo Boy, Roy Boy, Aesthetic, Shannon Gibbons, Ruhan, Rick W, Comfortably Numb, One Smoke Away, The 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Red Pill 710, again, what up? Thank you for popping in. Candace Pursuit, K Rolling, Worthy Buzz, Logan Man, Oil and Flower Podcast, Entourage Spec, Warren Dixon, Peak Lady Muck, El Mondo 420, Tron by Keep Ferrari Farms, Fringe Dwellers, Single Fathers, Happiness Without Guilt, Richard Forbes, David Pimenta, B4 Peak Funk, Nicotine, John Reese, What About Bob, Prince Patty, David, Daniel Bergman, Green Puffin Man, B. Dudley, James Chung, Sarge Gross 818, John Wayne, Carolina Roots, Sister Golden Hair, Deanna, El Dancarino, K&F Gardens, Blank 1030, Choose One, Only Pete, Farmer James, Crypto Dog, James Lamb, HIP Grown, James V, Dan Marino, Chronic Wonders, Top Floor Genetics, Mo Vision 420, Can2 Canvas, Suspicion, My Dog Nellian, Richard Grows, Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, Betty Cropper, Daniel Grows, Photos. I love this song, but they'll strike me down for this shit. Daniel Gross Photos, Matty Cropper, if I missed him, Mitten Grown Man, Sunrise Grows, Lexi, Brittany, and Coon, my baby girls, I love you all of you, No Limit 916, Scrum Toad, Alchemist, Cannon Mink, Soilborn Addiction, Raj Show, LXD, Dirty Or Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sarge Gross, 818, Blaze Daily, Pride Piper, Perpetual, Eagle Proud Warrior, Sales, Smiles for you, Frankerside, Dave, Judges, Keno, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420. I love the riff of this song. Sing Fat, What About Bob, Bill, Justin Pops Room, John Gorski, Jen Doe, Dungeon Dancer, TC8C4, PTSC, T Barrington, Honcho Bones, Wildcat, Calero, Kenny Bake, the best of because Jen Doe, Mr. Manny D, Ken Ferrari, Bull 20 AB Neural, Frank Guerrero, Bear Free, J Brent 74, CK Brown Guy 420, Packager 420, Burning Tree Main, EA Great Sun Grown 207, Hydro Daily, Hempwood Gigi, Jamie Ream, Supreme Gate, Sony Rockefeller, Cape Man, Cannabis, Bruce City Sin, Jim Hawaii, Sustainable, Midnight Roots, Dead Cynic, Knuckles, Michael P, Polly B, Quick B, Nimble, But E, Kilowatts, Michael D, 4889, Disbanded Brothers, Mycelium, Matt Joseph, Grace Medicine RX, Keith the Chief, Hydro Daily, Concerned American, Cannabis 411, Freedom of Sweet, Dr. Joinsworth, D, Street Gouger, Ducal, 710 is all upside down, Jesse Stevenson, Victoria, What About Bob, Sacred Gardens, Gus Groves, Slick Rick 8, Dog Pounds, Dave in St. Louis, I moved Watts, Castaigne Yeti, Ed Rin, and Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Terps, Christopher 54, Last Predator, Matthew from SoCal, Sioux, Illinois Man Beaters, Jinx Proof Genetics, Dark Horse Genetics, Stoner Dude, Joel and Jen from North Star Genetics, Caroline, Miss Cry, PTA, B13 Leo, Brood Beyond Fruit Phoenix, and XX Elite GPXX, Uncle Solar Dude, Crispy Treat Kitchen, Grillers, Paradise, LAD Grown, ICD Clan, Decoy Bacon, Mrs. Scotto, Fresh Bank One, Tate Allen, Big Bob Grows, Kelly, Jolly Canna, Australian Grows, Yucca 420 Gardens, Daniel Phillips, Mr. Nowhere Man, Selling Sally, Silly Seashells, Mr. Steve, Mike, Steve, Fight, 6'2", Ganja, James Chrysler, Green Ghost Genetics, Zen Solo, B. Benson, Astro, Charlie, Sativa Smooth, Sativa Smurf, 4GTC, hey, Bush Doctor, Dirty Hole Gardens, TKD, James C. Weaver, Grow Alms, Corey Gagnon, Green Hill Farms, Hillbilly Herb, Tasty Worm Turks, Kunky Brewster, YBF, O'Leary OG, Abolish Farms, Garden Grown, Johnny Green Thumb, 710, Michigan Wildfire, Seldom Seen, Gambler, Tom O'Connor, 710 DLP, Caribou TV, Virginia Herbs, Red, Primo, Equilibrium, Genetics, Trophy Truck, Skyway, Kevin, O'Donnell, School of Crops, Stupid Trucker, eBay Bud Tender, The Gas Girl, The Glass Girl 420 Grow, Ted Nugs, Matt Jabeen, Greg 77, Ted Nugs, Skunk 8, Glassworks, Beast Mode 347, Mike, Atomic Skier, James, or JMC 182, James Coochie, Webcam, ... You funny fuckers, you been a minute. Dan, Sony, baby, Fat J, Kuda. What we got? Pip Loco. Pip 1000, that's what that is. Sorry about that, Pip 1000. Dan Stoner, Sunshine, Farm Daydream, Brad Star, Mountain Jabut, Levine, hopefully I'm saying that right, Mountain. Scuba, Scotty, Nowhere, Justice Mick, Not Sure, Red Bear Farms, Two Dog Seeds, Puck Plug, what's that say? Pug Lagoon, Bubble Lagoon. Oh well, last but not least, WEedNerdWorld 207. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys now more than ever. You guys have a great day. If this is the end of your journey, your fucking nights, get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, have an amazing day. Take time for a little bit of self-love, maybe some meditation. Go out there and have an amazing day. Too, please take time to do something nice for someone. Do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that. I'm not afraid to say that shit. That being said, I appreciate you guys. I will see you.